Something go wrong?
Yeah, I was
No,
just...
Nathan was going to start recording, and I didn't want to talk over his introduction.
Yeah. It's my introduction is usually something like this. It says, welcome everyone to our Saturday night D&D can't talk.
Ooh.
Welcome everyone to our Saturday night D&D stream/session, where you follow the exploits of Team Soteria, also known as the Tribord branch.
Sorry, we're late tonight.
Yeah, also known as the Tribord branch of Actions Inc. We're a little bit late tonight, and we'll apologize for that, but life gets in the way sometimes, but we're missing...
Our thousands of viewers are just begging for us to
Life
start.
needs things to live, y'all.
Our esteemed lore master wizard is away on personal issues, but we have a new team member, not to replace the lore wizard, but sort of fill out the sixth role that was left vacant when Freya was transferred out to a different franchise. And he'll be introduced in session very shortly. Would anyone like to do a brief recap of what exactly happened last week?
Nope, because somehow I forgot all of it.
We just talked about it.
I would, but
My point exactly.
I mean, I can try, but
I feel like Joe would be the most. Evelyn would be the most.
Notes.
Yeah, I just feel bad because you always do it.
I do always do it.
I mean, but it is your backstory though, so it's even more appropriate.
Can I be a longmonger and decisionist?
Why not?
We always just do the rolling, but...
Sorry, I was trying to plug my phone in.
Or I can do it, whatever you guys want.
I can talk about me, but I'd like to talk less. Last week on our ridiculousness, we left Waterdeep after talking to the bratty wizard store lady who is elitist when it comes to wizards. And we bought some magic items. And she's very upset that I have this ticket to Gym Dark Magic. And how dare I, because I'm only a cleric. But, so we left to go to Daggerford, which is my hometown. And we met up with the lady of Daggerford because there are bandits, and I was assigned there because I'm a paladin of Lathander, specifically Order of the Aster in Waterdeep, and I'm the only one who can solve the bandit problem for some reason. So we rolled on into Daggerford, and we met with the lady, and we got some information, and basically there's these bandits that they've kind of taken over outside the town. And then we went home, my home, of the temple in Daggerford, and we saw my parents. Before we got there, I disguised myself because I didn't feel like dealing with them because I haven't seen them since I was a kid. Mom saw through the disguise, shamed me for not being a paladin. Dad is awesome. We have a cat named Ray, I think.
Yes.
And then we played with a cat. And then bandits attacked. I also fed people eggs. Did I miss anything?
I think that's pretty succinct.
Oh, 9 more lives trying to throw up in mom's shoes,
yeah.
and mom is a terrible, terrible person, and we hate her.
Well,
Yeah,
I
was
mean,
about to say
she's
that.
familiar with what a cat attempting to throw up looks like, and so she should know.
Yes, but you don't use magic on people.
Yeah, you don't command someone to, just tell her to not throw up on you. Come on, you don't need to command her to leave.
Am I missing anything?
I think, yeah. No, you're not missing anything. I think that's good. Is there anything, anyone else that happened that both myself or Evelyn are forgetting?
Oh.
I'll take a silence as a no.
We made a friend. I made a friend whose name I don't remember. I think it's Brandon
Brendan
or something. It was
a little
Brendan.
boy.
And Brendan is now a quote unquote official paladin. And he's gonna keep an eye out. And he gave us this paper with this symbol, but I don't remember what it looks like because I never saw pictures.
It is a weeping eye.
And it's creepy, and we know nothing about it because you did not make any checks because we were not allowed.
No, someone. It's a Rex tried, and I said it's not anything you would recall or read about because it's not a major symbol. That's why I asked if anyone had a mercenary background
And
Wait,
Evelyn
but
thinks,
or criminal background.
Oh,
Ooh.
wait. Could I have tried?
You're a sailor. This is not a sailor outfit.
Yeah. But, okay, yeah, never mind.
and I treated
Because she did
Pax
technically
like
work
they
as a
were
mercenary
there.
after the ship went down. But that's not like her backstory. So.
So all we know is that the bandits that are attacking the town, who have just attacked, and interrupted us from our quote unquote short long rest, have been wearing this symbol on them, which is important. But we know that, but we heard Brandon said that there wasn't any magic necessarily. And that's what we did on Team Soteria.
Yep, that is a little more in depth, but still good. And so
You
we'll.
wanted in depth that was backstory.
I don't know. It's good. It's good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's good. It's great.
But please, I didn't want to talk like I did all last session.
Well, this is your backstory, so you're gonna have to, you know.
Yes, but in general, please, people talk.
All right. So, I suppose there are 5 of you, but Rex, I guess, trips over his robe or finds a book that interests him, and he goes off to.
We sent Rex off to the mage tower earlier of the day to go talk to the mage.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll attempt to do that. And the other 4 of you begin to rush out of the gates of Daggerford to deal with these bandits. And as you see saddling up, or riding up on a cart, and a figure that hops off. He seems to be familiar with himself and the movement of vehicles due to the ease on which he dismounted. But he looks like a very imposing / intimidating / capable fellow, and he is rapidly approaching you. But you notice that he is not bearing this mark of the weeping eye or anything like that. Rather, he does have you do see he has a silver pen of Ack ink, more specifically an obviator.
Question.
Yes.
When Freya left, did we get a letter from corporate to expect somebody?
No, you did not.
Okay.
But you do know that your team has sort of been, as far as you know, has been established as a 6-man group, and so if a person gets leaves essentially below that 6 person threshold, someone generally shows up. The first one being you, Aveline.
But Aveline doesn't know that.
Aveline doesn't know that, but the other party members do. But yeah, so you see this individual approaching you, and Rashimi, this is take your time to describe your character. And what do you say to these individuals that you have been looking for?
Is this team Soteria? Is this them? Are you guys team Soteria? Soteria. Soteria, that's sorry. Yeah, no, I'm from Mac Inc. He holds out a hand.
Cax doesn't shake it.
Joanna's laughing too hard to engage in this conversation.
Yeah.
Because it just kind of gives him side like, oops.
Yeah, this is good. This is gold.
Aviator, rank 1, Rashemi. I'm here to join your team. Got this.
Aveline would take his hand, by the way.
Okay.
She's not actually laughing, but I am.
Yeah, Indy would also shake his hand.
Do you have anything shiny on you?
I have this pin, Ack Ink pin. I don't have like a fancy tabard or anything. Just the pin. That's about as shiny as it gets on me.
Welcome. You're just in time. I'm Aveline. Or
Pleasure to meet you.
The individual who's introducing herself as Abelheim, is a sort of short human with brunette or brown hair, and she's wearing.
She's wait, how tall am I?
You're short, right?
I think I said 5. Did we say 5'3", 5'4"? Hold on, I have it in the notes. 1 moment.
Well, shorter than you. And she's wearing splint mail.
Chain. I have chain.
She's wearing chainmail and a shield.
I mean, if you'll
5'6".
give me split,
Yeah, we said
I'll
5'6".
if you give me split, I'll up my AC 1 more. That's fine.
No.
I
You're
didn't know
good.
she was wearing chain. It basically looks like she's wearing a breastplate plus like arm stuff, and yeah, she's actually wearing full, but that was my fault. So
It's okay. It's for flavor, and we love it.
But
I can send the thing again if need be.
along with the silver pin on her, identifying her as a decisionist, she also has a holy symbol of Lathander prominently displayed on her person.
It's gold
It is. It's super
Ooh.
gold.
because it's super fancy.
I point at it and say, "Cleric."
Cleric.
Nice.
The one asking you about shiny things.
Ready? Life cleric.
All about that. All about life.
The one asking you about shiny things has not introduced herself, but is it a female tabaxi? Dressed in leather, so you would assume a roguish type, as evidenced also by her gear, which is a short pair of, I think, a pair of short swords, some daggers, and a short bow. And the person who refused to shake your hand. Oh, sorry, the tabaxi's silver pin identified her as a hordes person. The person who refused to shake your hand.
Vor's person.
Yes, the team refers to the hordes person as a vor person. Person spelled like a cat purrs because she's a tabaxi. Vor because they just stuff dead bodies in there all day. So that's a little bit of a
I
I did not
team lore.
I don't yuck yums here.
And so the also another individual who has not introduced herself, the one who refused to shake your hand, is a tiefling, also wearing similar armor to the tabaxi, but you don't really see any obvious weapons on her. But you think you can spy maybe some hidden blades or daggers on her person. The one other tiefling that shook your hand he's carrying a lute as well as a rapier, so you would assume a bard of some sort. His pin identifies him as I forgot the terms. It's the cartographer.
Cartographer.
Yeah. And the female tiefling's pin identifies her as a secretarian.
Evelyn would be like, Cax, Indy, 9.
Cax?
Let's go kill some bandits.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Texter can correct me, but I would just say Cax.
Yeah, at this point, she does not care.
I look kind of confused. Cax. All right, I'll probably remember that.
We'll write it down. Also, we put the art pictures for you in TMS chat on Discord, so you can...
Oh, I'm looking at them. I'm peeping
The
them.
blonde girl at the bottom is an NPC.
Mm-hmm. Also,
okay.
Hana drew those, or Cax.
No, just the second one. The first one I commissioned from someone.
It's cute.
She drew mine.
So yeah, you might meet that NPC very soon because you'll need her to get back to Tribor. So.
I love her.
But anyway, that's eyes on the prey, not the horizon. So you guys, the bells are still tolling, warning of impending danger, and you guys are rushing out. And you see, south of you, at this bridge where that crosses the Delambir, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, river, around right here, outside of the range of the fencing that they have set up, the wooden stakes and whatnot, you see some mounted individuals engaging with the guard. And by engaging, I mean like doing hit-and-run tactics, not really actually fighting them. Squaring up, as it were.
Did Dad stay behind?
Your dad did stay behind. he's taking care of the townsfolk and the injured, if there are any, is what I believe what he said, along with your mother. And so you see these people fighting. The guards are having a rough go of it. And you see some of them fall.
Question. Does it look like the bandits who are doing the hit and run tactics, does it look like a full group, or does it look like it could potentially be a distraction for a larger attack at a different point in the city?
Give me... This would be more like Rashimi's deal. But you were briefly... You briefly had some mercenary work, so give me an insight check.
I want an insight. I'm so good at that.
First roll.
I also want
Also-
insight,
Okay.
but let me get downstairs first.
Also, Evelyn would want an insight round base.
This is more
Or,
like military tactics, so you would need to
Yeah.
have a background in like working with people.
If it was ships, I'd understand, but it's
Yeah.
people, so I don't.
No, 16 is good. So I mean, I'm assuming you've as a pirate or a sorry, not pirate, but a ship.
I wasn't a pirate.
Sorry.
Okay?
Different game. There's a pirate, there's a sailor pirate in my other game, and he pillaged and plundered. So I'm sorry.
I thought pirates. I didn't.
But yeah, so you are familiar with storming not only pirates, but sometimes they have the occasional stronghold on land, and you are familiar with sort of storming those establishments or fortified places, and this looks, from what you can be or discern, like a sort of a probing attack, but sort of to test the defenses of the city. Maybe draw out some defenders as well, but it looks to be like they're more successful than they anticipated, and so they're getting a little carried away. Like they should have withdrawn by now, but they're staying and just continuing the slaughter.
So they're uncoordinated.
Like
They're not
it's
super
more like
experienced.
you think more like Cax. They had a plan going in. Someone told them the plan, but they are not a professional army or a group of sailors. They are still at their core bandits. And so someone tried to drill instructions into their brains, but they just didn't get it.
Yeah. Okay.
If this individual or leader was on the field, it might be different, but you don't see anyone directing them.
Would
I
it be
rolled a
worth
natural
trying
20.
to read them?
As for your obviator abilities, or just through your background as a
Yes. Yeah.
you can always attempt to. So I'm not. So our old obviator, no one really uses their abilities, your job abilities. So this is the first for me. So
I use my job ability all the time.
all right. So you're
Where are they
don't.
within the town?
they are right here. So you guys are just right here with Rashimi. Sorry, let me do little circles on the map. On the bottom of the Daggerford area map, you see like the surrounding area along with the city. So I will once again. This is like Bob Ross, but not as good, and no afro. You guys are right
Major
there.
attack.
You guys are right there, like the entrance. They are right here across the bridge, and they're fighting other guards people. They're the X's. You guys are the O's, or you and friendlies are the O's.
I have to find your art now.
Lower right.
Yeah, the lower right of the
I found it.
blown up map. There's a sort of Daggerford and surrounding areas map.
What do I get as I size up Rashimi? I wonder what kind of person.
Give me a this will be if you're trying to find out. Give me a perception check. Rashimi, you can
Perception?
always read them.
Or,
Are you trying to like
or
if it's intent, it's insight. If you're just trying to see like what he's about, like what if he something like that, it's sorry
I
what
like he walks up, introduces himself. I want to know like the kind of person he is.
that would be difficult to ascertain with him just
Like
saying
first,
as
like
little as he did.
I think I'm saying, what is Evelyn's gut check about this person?
All right, yeah, that you can definitely do with an insight check.
My deception is not very good. He wears his heart on his sleeve.
All right,
Oh god.
he appears to be, just based on his gear and what you've seen him do so far, and his sort of nonchalant attitude with like bells going off and people dying next to him.
She
It
feels
seems
pretty good.
it feels like he's familiar with the concept of fighting and death, and so he might fit well into his operator role in Ack Inc. As far as gut check goes, you know, since you love Jim Dark Magic and he's a founding member of Acquisitions
God, I
Incorporated.
hate Jim Dark Magic.
I thought you loved Jim Dark Magic.
I don't remember.
That's why you have a ticket to his show.
I'm glad you know my back.
Well,
But I
You need to
found
love
the
him.
ticket to his show. Doesn't mean I love him.
okay. Well, you have some interest in Jim Dark Magic and in Ack Inc. in general.
Jim Dark Magic can be useful. is
They
what I
are,
think.
of course, also one of the founding members as a cleric of Timora, not generally a cup of tea, but due to that sort of esteemed founder status, you can't imagine that Ack Inc. would ever hire someone that is a bad person, a murder hobo, if you will.
So, as an act of goodwill for joining our company, I take the dead mouse from my bag and I hand it over to Rashimi.
Yeah, I'll take it. I don't know what it's for, but I thank you, and I put it in my pack.
It has been, you aren't sure for how long it's been dead, but it looks like it's been freshly murdered.
I assume this is like a custom I'm unfamiliar with.
It might be a tabaxi thing.
Correct.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I'm thinking Big Cat gives mice.
I see No More Lies is giving you a present. This is normal.
Nobody else ever appreciated it.
Did you give me a present?
She gave your mom a present. I tried to.
I mean, subjective, really.
Oh, it's not subjective. You can hate it. She deserved it.
Well, you were there for when I killed all the other stuff that was in the bag.
Not the thing you sold last week.
Oh, that's right. But I wasn't going to give that to anybody for free.
What was it? Was it like
It was
a
a
Manticore
mind flayer head.
It was a mind flare head.
Juicy.
Indeed.
They sold it to a mage. I believe it's the same one that you disparaged earlier. Unrightfully
She
so.
was a cranky teenager.
But anyway,
I believe that's how you described her.
it's kind of funny that you guys are having this conversation while guards are like, "Oh my God, they're killing us!"
Yeah, I'm just sort of watching.
About 100 meters from you.
rat.
Just the red
I'm sorry.
shirts,
I'm
it's
just trying to
fine.
get to know who our new player is. I'm very excited about it.
He kind of looks like sad Boromir, like a more pathetic Boromir.
I think he's closer to Aragorn than Boromir.
You just get the feeling, Aileen, that he's tired, like, of this. And correct me if I'm mistaken.
That's a big fucking mood.
Big
What?
bags undersized. How do I get to roll a cool little insight thing like you guys do?
So you're on.
I have it I'm using D&D Beyond. But there's an app Beyond 20. It's a plugin for your browser.
I'm gonna get
And you
that.
click on the thing
You
and
have
you
to be
click
using
on roll.
Chromium based.
Yep, that's if you want to use the D&D Beyond one. I also ported your character over to Roll20, and so if you go to, once again, that newspaper icon on the top right, you'll see Ack Inc. is the first folder there, and you open that, expand that, you will see franchisees, and your character should be there and controlled by you. And you click on that and go to character sheet in there, and your skills are on the left side, underneath your saving throws, right next to your stats.
Okay.
And
Well, I
you
wanted
just
to
literally
insight check him.
you just click on whatever
I
it
see it
is that you all that stuff is click based essentially. That when it's highlighted
And can I
red,
do
you
my
just click
insight?
on it and something happens.
Say that
Can I
again.
try my read the opposition?
Yeah. 9 more lives. What are you attempting to, before we get to that, Rashimi, 9 more lives, what are you attempting to figure out with that insight check?
I know it was a terrible roll, but I wanted to see if I could tell if he had intent to just like throw the mouse away when I wasn't looking, or if he actually intended to, keep.
That you're not sure. He is one of the few people that have actually accepted a dead thing you've given him, without the promise of payment. Like, the only other time you've handed out dead things to people, they have firmly or politely rejected your offerings, your gifts. They know not what they do. But this individual has accepted it.
How dare you jettison my gift? Did you guys watch Brian David Gilbert? No.
I do have seen him, yeah.
Okay, did you get that reference?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Alright, so let's see, reading, so you can see, are you targeting just a random person? There doesn't appear to be a leader to these bandits. So you're just targeting someone in a random, right? One of the mounted individuals.
Yes. The DC was 15. I learned 3 details about the creature, so
So
I
which
guess I'm picking
one,
the one.
is it say it's random, or do you choose, or do I choose, essentially?
I think I do choose, but I don't think any of them stick out particularly, so I'll just pick any of them.
Alright, goals and motivations. Let's go with that. It looks like he really wants to get into Daggerford. As why is a bandit, so most likely money. That's easy. It looks like the combat strategy. He is using the mounted advantage quite well. What you wouldn't really expect of bandits. You also know it's rare for bandits to even have horses that are trained in combat, because most horses by nature are skittish and have to be sort of broken in. So those are expensive, and it's rare that.
Tell the party to kill their horses.
So it is rare that that would be there. It does look like this is what Caxter got, but you didn't get that until you did this. It does look to be like they were attempting to probe the defenses of Daggerford, but they folded more easily than they or their whoever's leading them expected, and so they're a bit of a rampage now, just going around killing fools. Lair location probably somewhere on the south. You haven't been filled in exactly what the team knows, but you think, just due to the layout of the defenses of Daggerford, that they might control all the area or most of the area south of the Dellenbear River. Financial information won't be relevant. Their equipment looks well maintained and not like a mishmash of random crap like most bandits. So they appear to be fairly well organized, and obviously a cut above your normal like highwaymen.
I already love this. This is an amazing ability.
It's, by the way, it's details of your choice.
Yeah, I think at first glance Rashemi would be like, okay, we need to kill their horses. Are you guys okay with killing horses?
Yes.
All right.
I don't know.
Ready to get
Evelyn's
mixed
a
up?
life cleric, but she's not afraid to kill things, and it's protecting her town. Even her.
How about she should aim to disable rather than kill?
You do see behind this. If this helps motivate you, do see behind the bandits, sort of that were driven before them, were some people that were fleeing from the south. These are not guards. They are not bandits. They are, it looks like, very townspeople. They're carrying like hand carts, or full of, we can see, personal effects or their valuables. If they don't have a hand cart, it's generally in their hands. There's some children mixed in with them as well, but they look to be very terrified and fleeing for Daggerford's safety. And the guards, seeing this scene play out, could not stand it, and so rushed in to help these refugees / citizens / what have you.
Are there any other entry points to the city that I know about?
There is the front gate, and there is the docks. Actually, there's a lot. Sorry. There's here. They're all gated though. Going back on the blown up map, you can see there's one to the west, which is of course gated, and there's a keep/watchtower there. There's one that's on the main road, of course, where you just exited from. And there's also one to the east where the port/dock is, also similar setup to the west. There is a watchtower and gate situation there as well.
Okay, because I was banking on that what Cax was talking about distractions earlier, and I was just wondering.
Rashemi will ask if you know who these guys are. What do you know about them?
What do I know about them? I don't actually know. What do I know about them, DM, that I've completely forgot?
You know that they use this symbol. You know that they have given the guards here a run for their money. You don't even know exactly where
It's not
they're.
the first time they've attacked.
Yeah, this has been a sustained campaign for about 2 months now. After every encounter, they have their combat prowess/ability has improved to the point now, as you can see, the sorry state of the guards before you. They're easily able to overcome guards. It's almost a joke to them now.
Well, I think we should go help them out, right?
Yes.
Let's get in there.
Oh, you should also know this is like a job performance review for me. Just an FYI.
Then we better do a good job.
Okay.
Alright. So you guys start rushing down towards the bridge, and sort of they see you coming. They see you guys unsheathing your weapons, and with your sort of reinforcements, they obviously don't consider the guards much of a threat as they're sort of like mowing through them. But you are unknown to them, and so they begin to sort of retreat from you guys. They're going back across this bridge.
Okay, good.
Yeah, get out of here.
Be gone.
But I thought that their home base might be on south of the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We know that they've taken over like southern, like nearest the river part of the outside lands of Daggerford, so it's like no food, stuff like that.
Oh, jeez.
That's why I'm feeding people.
While they're retreating, one of them manages to, because he sees 9 more lives, sort of get her bow out, and so a one-handed scoops up a child and sort of props him up where you would a shield, almost like a body shield, and begin to run off with him as he's crying, and his mother is incapable.
Is that your kid? Is it any?
It is a random child. So let's see. You guys about 100 meters away. Translating to feet, that's like what's the range? It'd be a 150 feet, I think.
Ayla would run.
My son.
Could she get closer enough if she moves 30 feet to cast Hold Person on him? Because that's what she would want to do, like immediately.
If it was 120, maybe, but it's 60. And he's on horseback.
Yeah.
Oh, beans.
But they carry this kid off. They see that you guys aren't.
If I move 30 feet and she's still more than 60 feet away from me?
Yes.
Okay. But I wouldn't be able to cast it.
If you look at that legend on the south part, it has the feet there. So you're about 100 feet from them. 150 feet, sorry. 150 feet from them. And so if you had a spell or a weapon that was within 120, you could hit them. But it looks like they're not above using human shields.
Throw a dagger that far, right?
No, you can't. You need a longbow, I believe.
It's a disadvantage.
Yeah, you need a longbow or a spell to hit that range, I believe. You can use a short bow, it's a disadvantage.
I could guiding bolt, but I don't think.
You might hit the kid
Evelyn would, yeah.
because it's the one lagging behind using the kid as a shield. And he's laughing when you see you guys are not you've dropped your weapons / hands.
Well, shit.
Does anyone here have a spell at that range or no?
I have a spell at that range, but this is like, Evelyn is not okay, y'all.
Sorry, I had a rough day.
Hometown this guy just stole. Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah, but you're like distant.
Mhm.
I sound
Responsible
distant, I don't
driver.
know.
Just go pick up your reward.
I think of Reinhardt saying the payload is in my charge when you said that.
Well, I can attempt to shoot with a short bow.
Can I attack?
I believe you can, but it'll be a disadvantage. If it's within the range of the second number upper range, that is disadvantage, unless you have sharpshooter, in which case you don't care.
Oh, I think I have. That's a good question.
I mean, I could try to. I have a longbow.
Good question. I think
Yeah,
I
you could attempt to.
I think I hit him probably though.
All right. So
Yeah,
yes,
Do I
Yeah, I
think
have
I'm a good enough
sharpshooter.
shot to not hit a child? Do I care much about the child? Probably do.
so let's see. Let's see what the bandits' health are, because I don't think it's enough. You don't get sneak, so it's not enough to kill him. Because unfortunately, I'm assuming you're not hitting the one with the kid. I'm just throwing that one out there.
Yeah.
I'm probably aiming for like the leg.
Okay.
Can I try to throw 2 daggers as well?
Let me get some checks. Sorry. 1 second. Oh, I got some. Sorry to cough. Okay. I have so many tabs, you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Is he the last guy with the kid, or is there another person?
The closest one to you is at, yeah, that is not enough to...
Are there horses around?
There are horses that they're mounted on.
Is there do our guards have horses, I guess? If they've been fighting these people on horses, I figured our people would have.
You don't see any. I don't think you guys investigated a stable situation or inquired about horses.
No, I didn't.
No.
But Evelyn spent 8 years in the city. She would know.
Yeah, the guards do have horses, but you don't see any. In fact, you find it strange just knowing this. Give me an insight. This will be insight too, I think. No. This would be intelligence check, I think, because you don't have the obviator feat. Okay, I'm looking up Caxir now. Sorry, intelligence. The range on your daggers, Caxir, is...
I have sharpshooter.
Yeah, it's 60
That's
feet,
not
though.
bad.
At max, it's 60 feet.
Oh, 60, 90. Okay.
Yeah, it's 2060.
69
2060.
It's
yeah.
2060.
Dang,
It's usually 3 to 4 times what the minimum range is. Or
Right,
optimal
okay.
range is the disadvantage range.
That had a 120 range.
Evelyn,
Wait,
it is
hold on.
odd that bandits have horses and that the guards don't.
Yeah, that seems off to me.
There might have been an unwilling exchange of them, as in the bandits took them.
Wait, the bandit's 120 feet away, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I can still reach with my longbow, so I'll take a shot at the guy with the kid.
Yeah, Evelyn's frozen, by the way. She's like,
All right,
She
so
wants
you
to
did
have
11
a
damage to this individual. It is not enough to kill him. It sort of got him in the thigh.
you shoot him and you shoot the horse.
Were you aiming for the
Yeah,
horse or were you aiming for this person?
I think
He's
I
carrying a
would probably
kid,
aim for
so
the
I mean, I'd
person
be
at first,
worried
but
about
then I
either.
remember I need to kill the horses, so I'm gonna shoot at the horse he's on.
Okay. Well, the short bow was directed at someone who was not holding a child. and they're able to tag that person. Did not finish them off though, but you see an arrow sticking out of their thigh. And there's a grunt of pain, and there's no longer any laughter amongst these individuals. These ruffians. Okay, give longbow me up.
Okay.
And you're aiming for this horse, right? Now it's
yeah,
time
I'm
to see what a
aiming
horse's
for the
AC
guy with the
is.
kid's horse.
This would be considered a war horse. Alright, is it? You got an 11? Alright, yeah, that's a hit. This horse, this beast.
And then I hit the damage after that.
Yes, you just click on longbow. So you can. There's options in Roll20. You can do it both at once, or the way you have it set up now, you click on longbow in the chat, and it'll roll damage. If you don't like that, I can change the settings for you. That too is your rage, which I'm assuming. First of all, you're not. You didn't say you're raging, and rage doesn't work with dex weapons. So 6. So the horse like whinnies and shakes, and this rider will have to do a dex save to stay on his horse because the horse is freaking out because I got shot.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fingers crossed.
Is his dex at all hindered by his thigh injury?
Correct me if I'm wrong, this is a different individual.
No, I was aiming for the guy on the horse.
Oh!
With the kid.
Okay, my apologies. We'll see if, depending on what he rolls. So he does maintain his mounted position, and he readjusts the child. That actually should have missed him because he's using like a 3. I think he's using half cover with the kid. But anyway, I'll let it ride. I forget about half cover rules.
Like he's writing.
Yeah. Yep.
Are they running away at full speed at this point?
Oh yeah, they are now outside of your range.
There is no way, like, even if we ran after, we could not catch up with them.
No.
Like, Evelyn knows that. It's killing her. It's killing her so hard, but she knows that she cannot catch up. And she's like, she's so pissed at her.
We're going to have to track them. We're going to have to follow the tracks. Do you guys got horses?
There might be some in the stables, but I know because my intelligence check that they took our...
That's too bad.
The stables, Evelyn, that you know are located at 25. So sort of next to Ducal Castle on Hill Road, just west of the port, where I'm pinging. That's where the horses be, if there are any available.
Okay.
Might be worth checking. We can catch up with them quicker, or we can just run after them now. Just keep on the fresh scent, their trail.
So, just continuing the obviator check, Rashimi. They are outside your range, but they're teasing it a bit. Like, they are not going full tilt on their horses. They gallop to be out of your immediate range of movement / arrow. But they're after that they sort of slow down and they're checking behind them.
They want us to come.
Yeah, you're fairly certain they're trying to draw you further into their territory.
Well,
and they are approaching sort of a copse of trees.
I look at the rest of them, seeing if they are ready to go yet, right? Or if they are hesitant.
Evelyn is. I'm freaking out.
I'll walk up to you, Evelyn, and I'll put my hand on your shoulder and be like, You okay? You seem not okay. Do you need some water? I'll hand you a water skin.
No, she needs her kid.
I need the.
Oh, is that yours?
No, but
No.
my sister was kidnapped when I was 8.
Oh.
This kid looks to be around,
By
maybe a little younger than
bandits.
that, but around
Yeah,
that
you look
age.
younger than 8, so I think it's different. But I'm sure that we'll save this one. Was your sister saved?
I don't know. I couldn't save her.
Oh. Rashemi kind of looks to the rest of you.
Can
And
just
it's been a
shrugs.
day. She came home for the first time since she was 8. She's been in Waterdeep for 14 years.
He doesn't know
Thanks.
this though, so got
Yeah,
him some
but out of
slack.
character, you do.
Yeah, cut Rashimi some slack though. Ron knows this, Rashimi does not. Cut Rashimi some slack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He rolls up to help you
Rashimi's
guys,
just
and you're
like-
like, "Oh, emo on him." He's like, "What's wrong? I don't get it."
Well, I turn back and I say, you have a chance to save this one.
Yeah, but I'm not fast enough right now. There's no way I'll catch him.
We can only try.
That's true. We could go. We could run after. But Evelyn doesn't want to get like, there's a bridge, there's a road. She doesn't want to get like,
If only we had a wizard's familiar that could fly after them and maybe see where they
Right.
were going.
or what's the word I'm looking for, people? Jumped?
A horse's base movement speed is 60. If it dashes, which it will do because that's its action, it's 120.
I have an annoying question. So if the bandit went to pick up the kid, wouldn't that be their action? They couldn't have convinced the horse to run faster?
Yeah.
Or is it
No, the horse is separate than the rider. The horse has an action too. The rider's action was to pick up the kid. The horse's action was to move on by. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think if we're not gonna have any chance of saving this kid, we're gonna have to go right now. And Rashemi turns and walks that
Is
way.
the cart still there?
Oh yeah, this individual, this car, the guards were rushing out to deal with it, and the person that it's like an older gentleman. He has no idea what's going on.
Evelyn commands the cart in the order they asked.
Ah! Bring it back in one piece, please.
Does it have
Don't
horses?
worry.
There is one. It's a horse, but it's not. It's not a war horse. It's just a normal horse. It's like
Is it barely a horse?
no, it's not barely. It is an okay steed.
Standard steed.
Yeah, you
Hey, does anybody know how to? Where's India's driving?
Yes, I am.
I'm glad you're back.
I
I was just gonna make you do it.
I know. I've been back for a while. My sister.
Is she
No.
praying to the
Look.
porcelain god?
Stole a kid. I'm not happy.
No. She's like, come in 30 minutes. And then I come 30 minutes later. Come in 15 minutes. Like, I'm already here.
Oh, she's one of those people.
Yeah,
Older or younger?
older.
Well,
I'm
if she can drink, hopefully, if they're not breaking any laws, she's older.
Legally.
Yes, it is legally dubious for her to be drinking right now.
Ho ho ho.
Everyone's drinking tonight, though, like, except for me, which I do not mind.
Good life choice there.
Oh, yes, I gagged the last time I tried it.
You be like my Thursday game, and
I
they
ate
all drink
all of it.
during. Except no, Nine More Lives doesn't drink, but everyone else like drinks. I think during that game.
I'm drinking a Powerade.
That
What do you
reminds me
mean
of,
I don't? What do you mean Nine More Lives doesn't drink?
Oh, do you? I'm sorry, Aja. Aja, the character drinks. Do you, as a player, also drink in support of Aja?
All the time.
Okay, never mind then.
I don't.
They frequently talk about what they're drinking, and it's usually alcoholic in nature.
Well,
But
I don't think it'll be worse than. How do you say his name? Ewan?
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 Ewan.
Ewan. Fuck. Okay.
Well, yeah, he's from British.
Yeah.
I mean, not British. He's from
Someone
UK.
needs to have a gin and tonic.
He's from the
He's
UK. That's
from
all they do.
British.
The drinking age is like 16, so yeah, they're gonna hit it.
18.
18. Okay, sorry, I think of Germany.
18 for Great
They're
Britain.
gonna hit it.
Shador was just there.
They all get stoned on Thursday too. Well, except Jesse.
Not only that, they try to
Also
convince
get
Get stoned
NPCs
on
to join them.
Thursdays.
That's my Thursday game I run. They frequently drink, and Jesse does smoke because it's legal where he's from. He's from Canada, so.
Nice.
But yeah, they also frequently, not in that game, the other Thursday game they play, try to get NPCs to smoke weed with them as well. So their tagline is "You cool," and then they offer him a hit.
We just recruit NPCs without them knowing to Acquisitions Incorporated.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
you guys do that too. That might come up later.
Getting them involved in the dank
She
push
shoulda
of
read the
corporate
contract.
loyalty.
She trusted you guys could save your life. Okay, that's enough of a tangent.
Gave our
Let's play
contract.
Team D&D. What are you guys doing with this predicament?
We're on the cart. India's
Yes.
driving the cart.
All right.
Yes. Of course.
So
I
you guys
figure
are catching
position
up.
with
You're
land
not.
vehicles.
It's not as quick as just a horse and rider because the beast is somewhat encumbered due to the cart and the amount of people on it.
Is there anything
Yes.
in the cart?
But it is still. It doesn't. There's some. It doesn't look like this was merely a person. He was paid to transport Rashimi here by Ak Inc. So.
Okay.
It was just a transport. There's nothing really in it. There's some supplies for the road. But it's like bedding and food and stuff like that. It's nothing too heavy. But your current pace is quicker than if you were on foot, but it's not. It will not match just a horse and rider. But you are, because they are sort of not galloping at full pace. They're teasing it, I believe is how I described it. Which it sounds weird, but that's. The quickest way it's the quickest way
They're
to sort
baiting.
of describe what they're doing. Baiting also would work. I forgot that word for a brief moment, but they're baiting you to come in closer. So they're not just galloping away from you as soon as they see you. They're sort of they'll do a little bit galloping and then they'll slow down and see if you're still following them. That sort of thing.
They're leading us on.
Yes. English is hard sometimes, guys. It's simple. It's open top. It's not. It's what it is constructed of is a better quality than the one you guys have back in Tribord. But the one in Tribord was at least covered. But you are striking a magnificent pose, I would assume, Evelyn, like Washington crossing the Delaware, with mace extended, saying
Ava's freaking
charge.
out. She is like fretting.
Okay, never mind then. There
she's
goes my
pissed.
headcanon.
You remember that time Evelyn was pissed?
Maybe.
She's pissed.
All right.
She seems pissed.
So you guys are
Think
heading
someone,
off.
Touched somebody of hers and she was angry.
And you are chasing these riders. And they eventually head into this. You see what looks to be like a small copse of trees ahead of you, where there's also a fork in the road, and they sort of veer off, going on the right. I think on the right of the fork.
Could I keep an eye out to see if there's anybody trying to flank us?
Well, funny you should say that, because as you sort of keep an eye out, you see figures sort of stepping out to block your pathway / semi-surround you guys.
Where are they?
They're in front of you. And I will show you what they look like
Show me what they look
momentarily.
like. I have a plan.
So they're more like around here. And there should be, let's delete some of them just for, because not everyone
Are
is
they
here.
winged?
No, that's the background. They are not flying individuals.
Thank you.
They're like this. Let's do it like that. But you see a figure, like just sort of sitting on a stump that might be in charge, and flanking her are two like well armored individuals. And these riders have gone off to the right, but they've dropped the kid off with this bandit boss. He's like sniveling at her feet, and she's
The
disregarding
bandit
him.
boss look like my sister.
Oh, 1 second. I'm setting the scene. I will get to it. I gotta find my drawing, my beautiful drawing. So the guys on horseback went down this way. They're out of sight now. They're as soon as you guys fell into this trap, in quotes, they just hauled ass out of there. Looking at this person, Evelyn, give me a perception check.
Also, second question: are they like on the map you've given us? Is that where they actually are or not?
Yes, Rex is not here, but everyone else.
Rex is here.
He's here in spirit.
Perception.
Yeah, give me perception. Because this person
Do I get an advantage because it might be my sister?
You can just roll let's just roll perception and see. Alright. This does look like a version of you. And she doesn't say that though. She's just studying you. Her brow is furrowed, and as you guys approach, she says out loud, "Something about your face pisses me off. Kill him." And I'll now have you guys roll initiative.
I think I could say that. Something about your attitude is making me mad.
Okay, I just on our way up. Did I see the guys in front of us before we?
Yeah, so they dropped the kid off next to her. So he is, like, right here. If it matters. Just, he's unconscious. But he doesn't look like he's dead. But the riders hauled ass out. Everyone else here is unmounted.
Ooh. I'm debating if I want to cast Fireball or not.
And Rashimi, to show your sweet initiative, on the tracker and to show your picture next to it, click on your token on the map first, and then roll for initiative, and it should show up on the tracker.
You guys are gonna have to roll for me because I am still waiting for my sister. Fuck.
Did I not click my thing? I didn't click my thing.
Everyone should have permissions to. I went through and made sure everything was working. Let me know if it's not. You should all see all.
The 18 I rolled.
You should see all the health bars you guys get. Yeah, I'll change it. You should see all the health bars you guys have and your names and whatnot. Some might be hidden by tokens,
I
but.
can see it.
Indy, did you roll?
Indy can't roll.
I got Indy.
Oh.
So I clicked on my icon and I see a couple of different circles. What is one of those initiative?
No. The one in the middle is your health. Other stuff's like the space bar shows how much information you want to sell, and the like magnifying glass on the south is like status effects you add to your character. But once that your token is highlighted,
Indy, you rolled a 7.
Woo!
Once your token is highlighted, yeah, there you go. So
Indy rolled a 17.
You originally had an 8 though, so unfortunately that is where you lie. Indy will have a 17.
I have an 18.
You have 18.
Unless you want me to click my token and re-roll it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. The first roll.
My sister has decided she's going to go bike home.
Cool.
So all this was for fucking
FML.
That's great.
To be fair, I rolled up your D&D Beyond G.
Even like,
yay.
is she like sober enough to ride
Yeah,
her bike then?
can't you get a DUI for doing that?
She's definitely not.
She can.
You can.
Okay,
I
so
had a professor who got a DUI on a bicycle, and so they took his driver's license, so he continued to drive or bicycle drunk.
I say Ron takes the 21 for initiative.
Okay,
I
I'm going to see if
vote.
I can find
I
her,
vote.
and I'm going to take her, and I'm going to put her in the car.
all right.
Yeah, don't let her ride her bike back.
Let me roll for all these
I'm
boys
gonna-
and
I'm
girls.
going to try and find her. I'll be back.
You can always call your parents on her.
True.
Okay, this person looks like you, but like
Then she'll be pissed. though.
Evelyn, but she has like obviously a rougher go of it. Like she has same shade of hair, but it's like darker. It's shorter. She's wearing like leather armor and stuff, and she got some scars and whatnot on her as well. All right, now just roll for a bunch of boys and girls. Her first,
Can we get a token for the kid?
sure.
Let's figure out where not to shoot.
And by sure, I mean I will just make a square for him because I don't feel like. There you go.
You know, just so I know not to where not to aim a fireball.
He's just unconscious on the ground next to her.
So I know not how to kill a child.
I mean, it also looks like this is your sister too, so you might not want to
Boy, I
fireball
hope-
her. Just something to think about.
Yes, but her sister just kidnapped a child.
I mean, she didn't do it directly. Anyway,
Her sister killed a child. Also, I predicted you would do this.
hey,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were talking about it before.
I was like, my sister's the big bad bandit person because she's been corrupted.
you caught on.
No, it was just the obvious thing you were going to do.
Yeah, it was obvious.
I thought I was a
You know-
bit more sneakier than that, but you guys saw right through it.
Yeah, no.
No.
It is
no.
a classic trope.
You know, my sister could have just like shown up in Tribor one day. That would have been cool. Like
No,
randomly.
there's gotta be
like, no.
conflict. There's no D&D. It's always everything always goes to shit in D&D. The
Not
good
always.
the good outcome never occurs. Otherwise, this wouldn't be D&D.
Never count out doppelgangers either.
Yeah.
Right?
Alright.
Like she's a
Guys
twin.
never-
I really wish I had disguise self right now.
Or doppelganger.
They all rolled poorly.
Yeah. Wait,
I would
can
disguise
I cast
myself to
disguise
look like
self
her.
on someone
Are
else?
they using
No,
that?
just
can do that,
it
right?
targets self, so you cannot.
Darn.
That would have been really cool if instead of like looking like someone else to see her and then look like her to confuse her.
You
to
can
see
minor
her.
illusion over her face, but I mean,
Oh, no, turn
I was thinking of my armor.
but yeah. So you can do that.
Hey,
but
would Ron, would Rashimi use a shield?
Yes, he can use a shield.
I know, but would he?
Depends if he's mad or not. He's not mad right now, so he probably
Okay.
would use
I
a
didn't
shield.
know if you could rage with the shield or not.
you can.
I don't see anything that says you.
You
But
can.
you wouldn't be able to
It's-
use like a two-handed weapon.
Generally, they maximize the damage output with either dual wielding though, or they're using a two-handed weapon. If you're raging.
I'm just thinking
Yeah.
a shield makes your AC go up to 8.
Well, he has a ring of protection, and he has a. I believe you. Oh wait, you didn't take that feat, but you have Sentinel and you have ring of protection, so that sort of helps out.
Then
I might
could
have looked at
read,
your character sheet.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So, Evelyn, you believe if you disguise self, or anyone disguise self to look like this woman, everyone is staring at you, so they would obviously know it is magic / illusion. It's not really effective if they see you doing
Well,
it.
like she can't actually do it, but Joe's thinking it because it would have been a really cool idea.
Alright, so 9 more lives. You're first to go. This individual, now that you're closing in on her, looks vaguely similar, almost, actually not vaguely, strikingly similar to Evelyn. Like, almost a one-for-one, except, there's some differences, like, looks like in, like, wear and tear. This person has some more freckles on their face, their hair's different cut, that sort of thing.
They've both lived very hard lives, but differently hard.
These scouts, like in the brush, we're able to see them, right? They're not like camouflage.
They're not terribly well hidden. They're trying their best, but they're still bandits at heart, so they're not great.
And is that difficult terrain?
Yeah, it would be. I would say it's not difficult terrain because they're not in the trees or anything, and it's not like thorny or anything. They're just under the trees essentially.
Partial cover.
So
All
yeah,
right,
if
well,
you're shooting at them, they would have half cover. But if you're up in their face, there's not. They don't have any cover.
All right, I'm just gonna get stabby here.
Stabby tabby.
All right, 26 does hit. Dear God, you one-shot this person. Wait, no, wait. No, you didn't. I forgot. You don't have sneak. So this individual is still alive, but you dealt a grievous blow to them. I'm assuming you also bonus action disengaged.
Yes.
All right. Scout 4. Which I have so many tabs open, you guys. Okay, Scout 4. Here we go. Since they're willing a longbow, they're going to stay where they're at, and they're going to see. They specifically told them to kill Aveline or kill them, and she was motioning to Aveline with her chin, so they're going to shoot at her first.
She doesn't even know I exist.
Oh, beans.
So Scout 4 is going to hit it.
Wouldn't she
attempt
not
to.
be taken aback seeing her long lost sister?
She doesn't know. She appears like she does not recognize you as your sister. She just knows something about your face pisses her off.
God, I want to be like, it's yours, bitch.
And
Say it.
What? You don't like your own face?
and she I mean, she might have forgotten she has a sister. I mean, you don't really know what situation it is.
I'm being a smart.
It has been a while.
It's only been 14 years. I just know what I look like.
Oh, well, they rolled 10 and an 8, so both attacks miss you. 9 more lives. Sad face. Oh, sorry, Aveline. Both attacks miss you. But it's now your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
The kid is there. And the scouts are there.
They are also in the middle of trees, which, as you know, are very flammable.
Yes, I know, but maybe she wants to talk first.
Nah.
You're going to attempt to, but it will use up your actions.
Yeah, I know. Eveline is going to hold person on her sister.
All right. What's the DC on that?
Emma, come on.
Oh, sorry, I am
15?
doing.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh no, my
Forget
DC
it.
is
I'm fucking
16.
going home.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw. So she's going to roll.
I just was trying not to. It's cast at second level. I accidentally clicked the third level button.
So she failed by 1. She is held.
And Evelyn said, "You don't like your face."
Just
And then
glaring
she
daggers at her.
moves backward.
At you. Indy. Sorry, bonus action / movement.
She's not using a
Sorry.
bonus,
I'm.
and she
Turn
moved
around.
25 feet backwards away from.
Okay.
For bonus action, is there anyone behind her?
No.
Okay.
Rex is merely here in spirit. He's not actually here.
Well, no, she meant like bad guys.
No. It was a semicircle trap that you guys came into.
Okay. What you want to do?
I don't have a lot of context because I was focusing on other stuff.
True that.
There's 9 more lives. Stabbed a dude. There's 3 guys on the left-hand side. If you're looking at a clearing in a brush, there's 3
Okay.
guys on the right-hand side, about 10 feet from you, in the brush, all with longbows. My sister has been held by me, paralyzed. The kid's next to her, and she's got like 2 thugs next to her.
Okay, cool.
hug hold person. Just to clarify.
What?
You're not holding her in a hug.
My
You're
sister
holding
has
a
been
hold
held
person.
by me at some point in my life.
Held, as in hold.
Yeah,
I know. I was
making-
just saying
I
like
was
not as a hug.
goofing.
Never
This is
mind.
goofing.
Evelyn backed up, and 9 More Lives is right next to one of the bad guys, right?
And I will disengaged. She is in the clear. Well, as far as
Yes, but for
melee.
Indy's sneak attack purposes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you would not get sneak attack on any of these individuals. Indy.
He would
Okay.
have advantage on my sister.
On your what? Oh, on your sister. Okay, sorry. I'm not gonna attack your sister. That's your thing that you deal with. I am going to thunder wave the 3 guys in the bush.
So you can get 2 of them.
Okay. I'll thunder wave both of them.
Do you want me to
There's a lot
click
of
that
people
for you?
biking tonight. Yeah, can you cast a spell for me? I'll be home in like
what
5
level?
minutes. Second, because fuck it.
It's a con save, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
con of
DC
16.
should
Ooh, they failed.
16. Yes.
So, 15 damage to them. They are still alive, but barely. They're knocked back. I can't really show them off them. I can't really knock them 10 feet away from you, per se, because
Yeah.
because the map ends where they're at. So I'm just knocking them down away from you.
You dealt 13 points of thunder damage, by the way.
Yeah. It's great.
And I marked off the spell on your spell sheet.
Thank you.
And I'm using D&D Beyond, if you didn't know.
Great.
Scout 1 is pierced.
D&D Beyond.
Scout 1 is pierced
D&D.
and raises her longbow to shoot your face in. Indy.
D&D Beyond.
I'm sorry, it doesn't let me mark off the spell sheet, but I'll make it.
Okay. You can probably... Actually, no, you can't do it in roll 20.
You can just remember when you get back.
Yeah.
A 16,
Well, obviously you don't know me well enough.
a 16 and a
I'll
9.
remember
Indy.
for you.
That's for trumps.
A 16 and a 9, Indy.
To hit me.
Yes. There's 2 attacks.
Okay.
One's...
The 16 hits. I have an AC of 16 with my ring of protection.
Alright.
Yeah. How do I remember all this stuff now?
For
Because
minimum
you play
damage. So you take 5.
Okay. Do you mind marking that off for me?
Yeah, I did it.
Thank you.
Cool, I can't do that.
I'm doing it in roll 20.
And I can just click things on D&D Beyond, so it's
Alright.
teamwork.
Yay.
Okay. Veteran 2 says, what the hell did you do to the boss?
There's a cop up ahead.
And he is right where he wants to be. Between 2 people. And you very clearly see that he has a long sword and a short sword. Long sword in his dominant hand, which in this case would be the right, as it is usual. Short sword in his left. He's wearing splint mail, and he is going to attack Rashimi with his short sword twice and swing at 9 More Lives with the short sword. So attacks. 13 and 16 to hit you, Rashimi.
Mm-hmm.
Does any of those hit? 16 maybe.
Yeah, yes to both. 16, yes.
Okay. As for 9 slashing. And short sword to 9 More Lives. 16 to hit 9 More Lives.
That misses.
Damn! All these guys have high ACs now. What happened to the 14s? Where'd those all go?
I'm pretty sure we all have ACs about 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, mine's
16 or
15.
above.
No, mine's 15.
Oh, rip.
Alright. Bandit boss's turn.
You soft.
I'm squishy.
Well, she also is ranged too. She throws her daggers at people. She's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not a melee fighter.
She
I mean, I can, but I don't tend to.
Oh my gosh, she failed again. So not good for her. Rashimi. She's rolling poorly, so this will be an easy fight if she continues to do so.
If
Rashemi will take out a kind of like nice decorated greatsword, and he will punch himself in the face a couple times to
What?
enter a rage.
What? Okay. I was like, okay, is that's your turn?
No. Bonus action. So you are raged now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure how it is reflected in Roll20. Do I have to hit something?
No, you're good. Just remember. So basically, in Roll20, there's a couple things you can do. You also have to remember what rage does, but I have your rage damage modifier already ticked, as it were, underneath your attacks and spellcasting. Little checkbox you can do there that says if you're, if your rage is on or not. But you do want to reduce the number of rages you have on your resources on the right side next to your second win by 1, just so you can keep track of it properly. But other than that, you're good to go.
All right. I will take a whack at him. And to do it all at once, do I hit the? What do I hit?
Attacks and spellcasting. Just click on the greatsword.
Yeah. Okay.
That definitely hits. Alright, 16. He didn't like that. And you dealt a mighty blow, and he grunts in pain. Caxier, it is your turn.
If I attack this one, do I hit sneak?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna do it 20 because it's easier. So 22, I'm assuming that hits.
Yes, that does hit.
Points, and then
You have another.
yeah, I'm looking at. Hold on. Using the regular round was my action, so I should have. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna again.
Keep in mind that as part of your action, you throw 2 daggers. Your bonus action is still free to it. Granted, you can't.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here's
That's
my
the Caxier
crit.
we know and love.
It's my crit.
Yeah, this guy's dead now.
Hey, which one did you put the sneak attack on?
The second. Oh.
Oh, you put on the first one. Never mind. He's not
The
dead then.
first.
He's still alive. Sad days. I forgot sneak attack only once per round.
I thought you
Okay,
put it
you
on
know
the
what?
second dagger.
She already said she'd put it on the first one, didn't you?
Oh, I didn't say. I didn't. I just kind of assumed that you would say that. I don't really care.
All right. Well, I can use. Give me some second. He might.
I was planning on stabbing him again at this point, so
Okay.
with my scimitar. So hopefully it hits.
To be fair,
Well, you are out of actions. You have a bonus action left.
Oh, right. I can't use it as a bonus action. I will stay there and I will.
One second. He might be dead. We do some math. I took the sneak attack damage off for the first one. Second one, though, here we go. He is still alive, but he is not looking good. But you have a bonus action left and some movement.
I'd like to get over. I have 60 feet of movement if I bonus action dash, right?
Yes.
Then I want to get over here-ish.
Can you dash if you used your sim?
She
No,
cannot attack with
I
your
wasn't-
scimitar.
I couldn't have used my scimitar.
Because
Oh, okay.
to attack with an offhand weapon, you have to have a
I
weapon
have
in
to
your
get
main
myself
hand.
on.
They are not counted as that. It's a gauntlet she's using to magically throw these daggers, so she's not technically attacking with a weapon in her main hand,
Over.
which is why it allows you to attack twice instead to make up for that.
Yeah, we're going over there. And that's my action. Or, yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Scout 2. Gonna take a shot at Evelyn. She doesn't know
Wow,
what
I
you did to
rolled
the
really
boss.
bad initiative.
She doesn't know what you did to the boss, but she wants you to
To be
stop
fair,
it.
they attacked me first.
And she's gonna shoot you with a longbow. Dear Lord.
No.
Dear Lord. Can they be any worse at just life?
They could roll natural ones.
Same
True.
thing from this
They could do the
one.
anti-attack.
Here we go. 18 and 24 against Evelyn.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming those both hit?
Are those two separate attacks?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, since you rolled a natural 20, yes.
Does
I
the
rolled
18 also
nat
hit?
20?
Yes, the 18 just hit.
Okay. So that's 10 for the not crit and 15 for the crit. And that
Okay, hold on,
is
let me read something.
2 con saves to maintain concentration.
Yes.
But you have advantage on
So
both of
let
them
me
with
con
Warcaster.
save first.
Alright. So with Warcaster, first a success, second attack. Yep, you're good.
Cool, because I can't look at one screen or the other. And how much damage did I take?
25 total.
Oofers.
That hurts.
Alright. That is Scout's turn. Now it is Veteran's turn. He's going to go up to you, Indy, right here. And he's going to attempt to attack you with short sword and long sword. Yes. Okay, here we go. 18, 22, and 20.
That's a lot.
This is just 2 hit.
Hits Indy.
Yes.
Alright.
Everyone except for me has an AC of...
That is 19 slashing damage, Indy. That's total.
Ooh.
Did not roll good.
Okay.
Scout 5 is going to try to hit Evelyn again. Let's see if they are successful. Nope. Back at the top. 9 more lives.
Alright, well, I am going to stabby Veteran 2.
Sorry, Indy's at 12 health now. Veteran 2, that is a
Yay.
miss.
Okay. I'm gonna have the card now.
Good, I don't want to
Did you say that miss?
Yes. He's wearing splint mail. That should give you a hint on what his AC is.
Probably higher than mine.
You got a shield though.
So I guess for a bonus action, I will go for him with a dagger.
Yep. That does hit. Assuming you're applying sneak to that.
Yes.
That kills him. Just find a gap in the armor with the dagger, and you twist it. But good. And he falls down and dies.
Nice.
Movement. 9 more lives.
I think I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here.
Okay. Scout 4. It's going to just shoot at Evelyn again. Really, guys? Okay, it's your turn.
You know, I'm so glad I have a backup character.
You shouldn't have held the boss.
She shouldn't have attacked me.
She didn't
She's my
attack you.
sister.
Her subordinates attacked you.
She shouldn't have kidnapped a child just because she was kidnapped herself.
I know. It is horrible. It's like I'm playing D&D.
Yes, but you're the DM and you can control what your stupid NPCs do.
I can't control rolls.
Yes, you can.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you
ever
can.
say she turned bad. I just said she was kidnapped. She could have had a great life. She could have been a duchess. Who?
Yes, someone kidnapped by bandits at 8 and was
The
never seen of
Duchess-
again. Definitely has a great
Duchess
life.
of Death.
I didn't say I wouldn't see her again. I just said I didn't.
The Duchess
Could-
of Death, the Sultan of Stealing. How many other things can I come up with? Duke
Please
of Debauchery.
These bad things, please.
Matron of mauling.
What's your
Is it my
turn?
turn? Oh, great.
Thank
Well, I
you,
have two
Ron.
choices: heal
Patron of
myself
Pain.
and heal Indy.
I like that.
If
Oh.
he can heal himself.
Indy, can
Yeah.
you heal yourself? Cool.
Yep.
So what I would question:
Yay.
the ring of spell storing is an action.
Yay. Well, the spell inside costs an action to use. It costs an action to use.
Yes, I understand that. But if it's cost me an action to use the ring of spell storing to do that, can I still, as a bonus action, cast it?
I am pondering. And I'm considering. Because normally there are two different things, and it's I would say yes because Rex is the one put the spell in there. If it was you that put the spell in there, it'd be different.
Well, like I'm not putting a spell into it. I'm using
I
the
know,
spell.
but if you it's drawing from your power, as it were. In this case, it's drawing from Rex's power, so it is separate. You gonna get what I'm throwing down?
I get what you're saying.
I mean, the energy is already expended when the spell goes in, so
I know, but you're good essentially.
cool. As a bonus action, she's going to cast Healing Word on herself. Nine hit points.
Yay!
And I rolled a 1, y'all.
That's a good bonus.
Main action.
Anyways, I'm
9 more
finally
lies move.
back home.
She is still.
I did not move.
She is in the same place.
If I...
You said I was at 12 hit points, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, you're at 12. Is there a way I can center the fireball and the ring of spell storing to get the scouts and the veteran, but not...
Probably not. I'm gonna say maybe just looking at the battle board, yes, but you are not familiar with the use of fireball like Rex is.
Rex and I had a very long conversation about fireball.
Yes, but this is also your first time casting it. You think it would probably be impossible. Now you could probably hit the scouts, but you would miss veteran 1 because they're
That's fine.
literally
She's
right
gonna-
next to each
She's
other.
gonna cast the fireball behind the scouts to get all 3.
Okay. I will have them roll dex.
I have to roll. I'm reading the spell.
It is 8d6.
It is a dex save throw on Rex's DC, whichever that.
I will look it up. I think his is a 15 or 16. 15.
And it's a 3rd level fireball. Fireball, yes.
Yep.
So I roll
8d6. And they had dex saves. This will be for 1, 2, and 3 in that order. They're not hidden because they're just peons. Anyway.
That's 10 plus 7.
You got 2 more there. It's
Eight?
8d6, not 66.
I thought it was 6. Plus
All right,
3.
20 damage.
So 20 points of fire damage. And the ring is empty of it.
Okay, so 1 and 3 are dead. No matter what, they will. Even if they succeed, they will die. 2 is a different question. They succeed.
They take half damage.
Yep. Still alive. A little burnt, though. The forest around them is beginning to catch fire. So they might be moving out of that soon. Indy, the forest around you is catching fire.
But your people are damaged in front of you and I
Yes.
killed one.
It's not to you yet, but you might want to move.
Yes, I will do that. I will move.
Before you do, Evelyn, is there any place you want to go to?
Backwards.
Okay. Just keep on.
In time.
Yeah,
Which
you can
means, like,
just move your person.
Heal yourself.
Yes. So I'm gonna.
So now your turn, Indy.
Let me. Yeah. Okay. How far away can I move?
Got 6 squares.
Okay. I'm gonna move there.
Now he will opportunity attack you as you leave.
Beans. Can
not
I
disengage
disengage?
first?
Can I? Yeah, I'll disengage.
Yes, but you cannot heal. If you disengage, you cannot heal yourself.
Fuck.
I believe
That's
so.
true.
Do you have cunning action level 1?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna square up with that veteran, so I don't think I'll chase you.
Yeah, but he's still leaving his on his turn. If he's still leaving his reach, he will opportunity attack. As far as on his turn chasing him, that might be different.
What if?
The question is, is Indy
What if
die
I
right here?
heal? Yeah. What if I heal myself and then I do it?
You can't disengage and heal. You could heal and then try to run away.
What if?
Wait,
yeah, I heal
don't you
and
have
then
cure
run.
wounds?
I don't think I do. Let me check.
You have cure wounds.
I do have. I do have cure
That's
wounds.
an action. It's not a bonus action.
Yeah.
I'm saying
That's the problem.
for him, a rogue at level 2 gets disengage as a bonus action. He is level 1
Oh,
rogue.
okay. Okay, got it. I was confused.
Yeah.
You need a healing word, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself. At first level.
I'm assuming you're doing it here.
Yeah.
Alright, so you heal for 6. 18.
Yeah, not as much as I'd like, but hopefully I can survive the next hit.
And you have movement.
Yep. And I will move up to there again.
Alright. He will swing at you. For 10, so, yay.
No.
Man, this fight is going really your way because I cannot hit anything to save their lives.
Because I used Rex's fireball?
No, because they're just rolling. I can't roll above a 10 for some reason. I'm just stuck at it, no matter what the bonus is on the person.
One of those nights.
I would argue that you crit me.
Yeah, what's
We're tied for crits currently.
I can't roll
He's
above
got
a
a
10
plus
plus or
5 to hit,
minus
and he's rolling
10.
10s, straight 10s. Okay. Val, please. Please. Save. Dear God, no, why? Well, this also because the boss is out of commission. This fight is really going your way. Rashimi.
Because I helped person.
Rashimi is your turn.
All right. Going over to this guy over here. I'm gonna whack him with a sword, I think.
Whack.
Definitely a hit.
I think doing anything
meanwhile, you
other
guys
than
rolling
hitting
20s
someone with a
over
sword
here.
would
Yeah,
be
hit
pretty
me with that
whack.
damage.
Nice.
14.
I really appreciate Rashimi and Ron who hits.
We have a fighter.
All right. Cax.
Question.
Yeah.
Attacking Aelin's twin would have advantage because she is currently being held, right?
You got really quiet all of a sudden. I cannot hear
Yeah,
what you're
couldn't hear
saying
you.
anymore.
Sorry, so would any attacks against Aelin's sister have advantage because she's being held currently?
She is paralyzed. I'm gonna look at that because there's some things have to be. Some of them have to be within 5 feet of her to take effect.
Okay. Can I bonus action hide and then attack and get sneak? Or would
They're
it not work
paralyzed.
considering-
Yeah.
No,
So
I mean,
you
like,
have
counts.
advantage, but you do not critical hit unless you're within 5 feet of them. They automatically fail on strength and dex saving throws.
I don't know if I should. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna hit her with my scimitar, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna hit her with my scimitar twice. And that has advantage?
Yes. And you deal double damage.
Okay.
But don't kill her.
Yeah, if I see that she gets super, super low, I'm going to try to hit for non-lethal damage.
I forgot about the child.
Advantage.
Is he not running?
He is unconscious.
Oh god. So much child.
Oh my god. Cax, stop! You're a monster!
Oh!
Now you don't get sneak,
I
but
love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much.
you don't get
The
sneak,
child is our ally.
but
That's fine.
no, see the child's incapacitated so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
I
You're
could heal that
extremely
child.
right.
Alright, so that's 26 damage and 12 damage. So we're total of 38.
Soteria. Is she like on death's door?
No. She is hardier than that.
I would like to back away 10 feet and see if I can
Yeah, she can't take actions against you because she's paralyzed, obviously.
You're welcome.
Makes me so happy. That's 2 natural 20s.
Alright, well, you might be singing a different tune soon because it's their turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
And they don't like what you did to the boss, so they're going to target you now.
I don't care.
Oh, thank God.
I have full health.
Okay. So,
And a
they are longbowing it up. Choo-choo.
Oh, shit.
Cax, don't forget you have uncanny dodge.
Dear Lord.
Oh, no.
Not that it fucking matters.
Because I can't
Heal
roll!
you?
God, okay. Veteran 1, please redeem
Sorry.
this bandit group that's supposed to be good, but apparently isn't for some reason.
I am. Oh my
They're
god.
my favorite bandit group. What are you talking about?
Because they can't hit. Okay.
They hurt me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Short sword hits. And you have this, so for 4 damage. Yay. Fucking
I get
shit.
4 damage.
I say you shouldn't have stolen a child.
Rashemi,
Wait,
Rashemi gets hit for 4.
Oh,
Alright.
oh right, because we both missed me.
Scout 5 is going to try to hit you. Well, it's the same 2 hit, so they're actually shooting their crap. They're shooting their longbow at you, sorry. So those both hit.
Who are you shooting at?
They're shooting at Cax here.
Oh,
18
cool.
damage, Cax.
Wonderful.
Uncanny dodge.
You can
Oh, yeah,
you
I
can
can.
have one of those, not so you can make one 5. I'm assuming you're making it 5, so it's 13 damage instead.
Yeah. Thank you 9 times, because I always forget that.
Alright, 9 more lives. It's your turn.
I'm gonna go for veteran 1.
Okay, never mind.
It's a miss. So you're rolling like me now. The tide has turned. I say that and the crit happens. I'm calling it right now. Roll the crit. Just go ahead.
Hey, Ron, you having fun?
I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, guess who's not having fun?
I don't normally hold people by the.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you twist the knife in again.
That's what I decided.
Dealing
Just like his compadre.
20 damage. Awesome. Jess, this fight is a joke. Now you can move away, but he will have opportunity attack against you. But why bother when you're just cutting through these people like they're butter?
I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah, just to taunt
Would
him.
he have an opportunity attack since he already used it against Indy?
Maybe. Yeah. You're right. You would be able to run away. No, wait. Yeah. No, he went after then.
Okay, he went. I didn't know when he
it's
went.
refreshed.
Gotcha.
So you can move away, but I mean, why bother? Like, it's not like he can hit you. So I mean, just stay there and mock him.
You're so salty.
Scout 4. It's not fun if it's too easy, because then it's like, oh, we're just la-di-dying through this combat. It's like...
Yeah, but we know that it wasn't meant to be easy. So...
Okay. Here comes some longbows towards you again, Cax. Let's... They will both miss. Apparently not.
No, both of them hit.
So I have to say that they miss and then they hit. I see how it is, roll 20. You already used your reaction, so you can't, but it is 11 piercing.
Okay. I am low. I have 8 hit points, I think.
You're at 16.
6 hit points. No.
Evelyn.
That was 16. I can do math.
Oh, yes.
It is your turn.
Okay.
Nathan,
What?
as a DM, would you say you hate hold person or stunning strike more?
Hold person. Stunning strike only makes them... It doesn't grant players double damage against them.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It depends. If it's a spellcaster, it is stunning strike. But these are bandits, they don't have a spellcaster amongst their group, because the spellcaster can cast counterspell and say no to that.
Yeah, you're right.
So it depends on who we're fighting. In this case, hold person, most definitely.
I believe Nathan said earlier, but the band has existed with Sentinel.
Sentinel's also horrible, and I hate it as a DM. It's great for players, but
Oh,
no, it's fine. It's a valid feat, and I'm not going to ban it.
To be fair, I don't cast Whole Person very often.
It's just the other game I DM'd a while back when I first started DMing. 3 characters had Sentinel, so literally I couldn't do anything. As I couldn't. If one person was wounded, like, we'll just walk away, and you can't chase us. I'm like, cool.
That's why I like how Matt rules it in his game. Like, if Bo and Yasha can't do it if they're next to each other.
Yeah.
Smart.
Okay.
But Evelyn, is your turn.
Can I get to Cax? Or closer to Cax?
You can get close enough to do Healing Word, I believe. Which is 30 feet. If she's 60 from you.
Yeah, I also puts me on the range of these arrows, but oh well.
Well, actually, Healing Word's 60 feet. Gosh darn. To be fair, you were still within the range of the arrows. They have a 100-foot range. That's pretty much this whole map, so you can't really escape.
Hey, I tried.
It made you feel better.
It did make me feel a little better. I've moved 25. Sure, I'll move. To there. I will do some healing on Cax here. I should be in range.
I'm alive. She already used her reaction. It is not her turn yet to refresh her reaction.
Yeah.
Do a second level.
Wow.
You need it though.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, nice.
14. Tasty.
Nice. Thank you.
Indy,
Of course.
it is your turn.
My health back.
I have an action.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always forget. Healing word is crap. Anyway, go ahead.
Healing word just killed 14 points of damage.
No, it's crap because it's a bonus action. Go ahead.
For my
I'm just
action.
lamenting all you utilize the mechanics of D&D to the fullest. That combined with my poor dice rolls and your utterly obliterated this encounter. So I'm just lamenting that fact. And I'm pretty salty right now, if you can't tell. So that's why
No,
I'm acting
I
like this.
couldn't tell. Do any of the bandits? Thanks, honey. Do any of the bandits look low?
The person who looks hurt the most will probably Scout 5, you believe.
Wholesome dead.
All right. It is a wisdom saving throw, I believe. Right?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
All
And he's
right.
hurt. So actually, let me click the...
Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. It's almost max damage. Well, let's see what they roll. They got a 20. So
He
that
takes
22 becomes a 0.
It's a good try.
I'm sorry. Ooh, skipped you. Indy, it is your turn.
Okay.
Do you have access to roll 20?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay. I see veteran 1 right there, so I'm going to hop over there. I'm going to stab with my rapier.
All right. And a crit. You didn't roll to attack.
Oh, that's weird. Is this some? Nope, that's not it. I think I have to do it through all 20.
What are you doing on?
It's trying to do the D.
You shouldn't.
If you hit, you'll do that damage. You'll do 12 damage in total.
Okay, hold on. So sneak attack. I'll just do it through all 20.
As a hit, you deal 12 damage to him.
Wait, let's.
I'm assuming you want to go with the 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. You really rolled minimum damage there. 1 on the sneak and 1 on the attack roll. Oh.
Yep.
The feels, man. I know how you feel. At least you hit, though.
Yep.
Bonus action?
Nothing.
Alright. Bandit ball. Please, please, please get in a fight to make it somewhat challenging. Dice Lords. RNGesus.
Pray to me.
Fucking 13! God damn. Okay. Rashemi, just end it. End my suffering.
Go, Rashemi, go!
Just end it. End it all. Let's be very impactful, very tear-jerking, very dilemma-ish. Like, do I want to fight my sister? Do I want? No. It's a joke. She's just taking a nap for this whole battle. No tension, no drama, no character development, just shit. Just all, it's just all gone to shit.
I want to know what this rage looks like. Like, is it calm? Is it fiery? What is it?
Yeah, it looks like I'm not mad, but when you look in my eyes, they're like really freaky. You're like, oh, I don't want to be near this person.
I like it.
It's a dark, bubbly rage.
You know, for the artists in this group, which I am not one of them, but the art is always.
Let's take a whack at this fella.
I can't try people, that's why I'm not majoring in people trying.
Yep, you hit him. I mean, why wouldn't you? Yep, okay,
You
cool.
could totally draw a cat.
And he's dead.
I cannot. I've literally been spending most of the time trying to draw her. Trying to draw it.
I'm gonna walk over to the child. And
Slap.
can I pick him up?
Yeah. Now you
can I
can't
move
be
away?
wielding your weapon, your greatsword. Now you can be wielding a one-handed weapon and pick him up, but not both.
Yeah, I'll put my great sword away because I think my rage will end if I don't attack next turn anyway.
Yep.
But
Or you don't get hit.
the
Yeah.
safety is important to me, so I'll pick him up in how much movement did I use?
You're currently my favorite person.
You use 20 feet.
I'll put him like over on the ground elsewhere, if that's okay.
Yep.
Moved away.
All right, Cax. Just yeah. I don't even know what to say anymore, guys. I won't say.
I'm gonna
Save a child.
stab her.
That's something to be happy about.
Yes,
I didn't see.
you're all my favorite person.
I didn't. I was planning on playing Overwatch later tonight. I didn't plan to get this tilted before I even played. So
Oh, no. Oh, it's gonna get worse.
it is. It's gonna get worse. But you know, then I'll just play Fire Emblem and feel better.
That's
Oh
what
yeah,
Chris
why
did.
not? Yeah, sure.
Oh no.
Yeah, here it goes.
You and the fucking Chris, man.
Another
Oh
fucking
my
critical
God.
hit. Are you
Okay.
Wait, how many is that?
3.
And I rolled 3 natural 20s. They rolled 1 natural 20 and 2 natural 1s.
21. What is that? 21, 13. I gotta do math is the worst. Here we go. It's two big numbers, and I gotta double it. So let's just
I don't want to murder her. I want to just.
21 plus 13 times 2 for 68 damage. Cool. What a joke.
I
What
just
a
want to knock her
fucking
out.
joke. She is still alive.
Okay,
I mean,
but
but at this point, you might want to start considering doing non-lethal damage.
Yeah. From now on, I'm just gonna try to smack with pommel, of the cigar. Well, wait. Oops.
You are out of actions.
Yeah, I was gonna move, but they have a range of way too big, so I'm just gonna stay there.
All right, yeah, they're gonna try to perforate you with arrows because they don't like what you're doing. Please give some sense of gravitas to this battle. That's all I ask.
No.
What did they roll?
Because this Val is supposed to be a Bamf, and she never had to be a Bamf at all, and I'm sad. Okay, let's see what they roll.
She could still be a Bamf.
No, not with the amount of health she has left. No.
Guess what? Caxter did 80 damage.
60 something.
Cactu's right now my favorite because she's chunky.
Yep.
Remember,
Okay, here comes the second one. You know. Yes,
That hit.
right.
The 15 hits.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Oh, thanks for concession, for making me feel a little better. Here we go. Oh, yeah, 8. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's all right, whatever.
That's better than nothing.
9 more lives. Just, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming RNGesus. This is quite possibly the worst I've ever rolled, ever. Like,
This is, I think, one of the best I've ever rolled.
this is supposed to be a difficult encounter. I map out the encounter, I plan them. I'm like, oh, I adjust the combat. I'm like, oh, yeah, this will be great. Challenging. Nothing. Just a joke.
Could always
Sorry,
maybe a
listeners.
wandering monster turns up.
I'm going to stabby scout 5.
What that? She has a +6 to wisdom saves, okay? And she has failed all of them. She needs to roll average to beat it.
No.
That's how bad it is. Okay. Yeah, they're dead too.
And then I'm going to... I've never thrown a dagger. Is there any reason I can't throw it?
No, there's no reason at all. You just have to get it back if you want to throw it again, you know.
Yeah.
Unless you just generate them
So,
magically like Caxter does.
I'm going to throw it at scout 6.
All right. Yeah, the cool part is it does the same. Yep, 15. Yeah, that hits. They're not dead though. Somehow. I believe that is your turn, Cax. No, sorry, not Cax. Nine more lives. Scout 4. Just gonna try to save the boss. Let's see. Let's see if they... Both veterans are dead, so I don't need this anymore. Yep. Yep. Cool. All I gotta do is roll an 11 to hit you, and they can't even manage to do that. Okay. Yeah, well, combat over.
They're so bitter and I love it. It's very fun.
I move
I'm
15
the
feet.
salty one, so I like being not being the salty one for once.
So the only thing she can really do at this point is glare at you. There's daggers of hate.
I have a question.
Yep.
She's looking. How rough is she looking?
Low.
Like if I punched her, she'd be dead?
Maybe. Depends on how hard you can punch. But around there.
I could punch 3 points of damage.
No, not that low.
Cool. Can I want to flavor it like I'm using my shield to push her over, but I want to see if I can hit her with the mace.
All right.
Non-lethal damage.
All right.
I'm not good at hitting things though.
You say that. Yeah, you say that. That's a hit. You have advantage against it too. I mean, why not? It's fish for crits. Why? Yeah. And yeah, she's unconscious.
You're so bitter.
She's unconscious?
Yeah. She's still like her eyes closed, but she is still held by your spell, so she is still in the upright position.
I'd like to point out that I actually haven't ended up killing anyone yet. All of my kills have gotten stolen by someone else.
Well, I didn't kill her, and it's my sister.
I'm just saying.
And this is like a matter of business. This is there is no flavor, Evelyn flavor here. This is just like knocking her out with like her shield, but she's really using the mace. When she wants to tie her up.
You cannot. Is an action to tie her up.
Yeah, I figured, but as a bonus action, she's going to toll the dead. On. No, I guess I can't do that actually. It's my turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's my action to attack.
Yep, she's just. Yep.
Cax is okay, right? You're fine?
Yeah. Everyone's
Cax,
good. Everyone's good except the enemies.
Indy's okay.
What's up?
Rashid.
And the kid's unconscious, but he's breathing. Rashemi is carrying.
She's gonna healing word the kid.
All right.
Yeah, I got him in my arms. I guess.
Give me do the healing points. And what you hear, he immediately wakes up and just starts like screaming / crying / like struggling to get out of your grip.
He gets 9 points of healing.
He's like trying to bite you.
12 points of healing.
I drop him. Shit, kid, calm down. God.
And he starts running away. But he's a kid, so he runs in a random direction. And
someone grab that kid.
Evelyn says, "It's okay."
I will go. I will just roll randomly for direction. A d8. He is a child though, so that's north, south, east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's running south. He's got about 20 feet of movement in him because he's a kid and he got short, stubby legs.
Can she be able to go homes the other way?
He is not listening to any of you because he does not know what happened. He thinks you're still the kidnappers.
That's true.
He sees a bunch of tall people with weapons around him, and he is scared out of his mind.
Okay,
Are we still in initiative?
Yes, there are still enemies on the field, so you're still initiative.
Okay.
Indy, it is your turn.
Okay. Bandit boss is dead. Or
Well,
just bloodied.
unconscious.
Okay. So Scout 6 is still. Scout 6 and Scout 4 are still alive, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't get there. So.
Well, you can get closer and mock them viciously.
Yes, that is true. I can destroy their hearts and souls.
I mean, it's at a low point right now. I mean, this is not a highlight in their career as a bandit. Definitely.
Yeah, certainly not.
When the boss they looked up to for so long, and
Oh wait, Scout 2 is alive, right?
the only people allowed are 4 and 6.
Okay. So yeah. Wait, I can throw my dagger.
You can.
That's within range.
20 feet.
So no sneak attack damage there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Give me that. Oof.
That is. Oh, you miss for once. Such a shame.
I just scream yeet.
Such a shame. It goes flying off into the woods somewhere. You have to get that later.
Oh,
Goes right
beans.
into the river, runs right down all the way to the edge of the river.
Unconscious and Rashemi.
2 years later, I get XP because someone like fell on it.
um, what would I do? Part of me is like I know that the kid was kind of important to save, so I think I'm gonna go after the kid and grapple him.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
All right.
If you roll above a
Grapple
10, you will
child.
beat him because it's a child.
Oh god.
Yes, beat
Pressure.
the child.
No, you're not hurting him. You're
So
just,
much pressure.
you're just full Nelsoning him. Yes, if you roll like me, you will not succeed. But if you roll like you have been doing with your above 20s, you will win. Okay.
Go beat the child.
All right.
Okay.
Yes. He is grappled, and he's like, let me go.
Why does he
like I
sound
said-
like a 70-year-old man?
I was going for high pitch there, but
He
I
sounds
say-
like he's about to die.
I'll say stop
Is he
biting
gonna
me.
bite you again?
he's trying to. He's got him a Phil Nelson, so he's not able to twist his neck that far.
Is grapple an attack? Would he still have rage?
It's an action.
I don't think it's an attack, but I think my rage has dropped at this point. Just grappling this small
Look,
child.
I tried.
But he's flailing, but it is the feeble attempts of a child against a person who has 18 strength. So he's not going anywhere.
I'll just check rage real quick.
You have to either be attacked or attack someone to sustain rage.
Yeah, you have to attack. So
You don't have to hit. You just have to attempt to hit them.
Mhm.
So it's not an
Do the
attack per
bone try to
se.
punch the child to sleep?
You can always do non-lethal damage and knock the kid back out.
No, I'm not going to damage the child.
It's not
I'm
permanent
thinking
damage.
about it.
That's one way of putting it.
Be
I
nice
shall
and
not
friendly
damage
towards the
this
child.
child.
All right. So he is grappled. He is struggling feebly against you. Do you offer any words to defuse the situation, or are you just gonna silently carry him back?
I'd probably try, but it doesn't come out right. Like I said, just be quiet. It'll all be fine soon.
You're gonna kill me!
No, not yet. I'm not going to kill you yet.
And he starts like praying to
Yeah.
Lathander and to save him.
It'll all be,
We're still
it'll
in
all be over
initiative?
soon.
Yeah, there's still mission. There's still enemies up.
I love the 9 charisma. It's so great.
Ah! And he's just crying now. He's still struggling, but it's weaker. It's mostly devoted. His efforts now mostly devoted to crying.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll keep a hold on him just so he doesn't run right back into bandits. Hopefully. And
Is Scout 2 alive?
No. Oh, I meant to say they're dead. I removed them from the board.
Is this child a representation of your ego right now?
No, I mean, I'm not. He's not petulant. I'm petulant. He's just scared.
No, the store owner was petulant.
Okay. That's Rashemi's turn. Caxier. Just go crit some more and kill people.
I'll throw one at actually which one looks low?
4 looks pristine, 6 looks damaged.
I'd just say crit them both.
I mean, you have 2 daggers, and there are 2 opponents.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually I'll throw both at 6. And then depending on how the first one goes, then I'll throw it. So first one at 6.
Yep. Unfortunately, no sneak. Does not kill either of them.
Beans.
I'm gonna put the same other dagger, the same one.
Okay, who are you targeting with the second one?
I'm 6 with both of them.
The one you just hit or the different one?
When I just hit.
Okay, they are dead.
Cool.
Whoop.
And 9 more lives. It's your turn. I'm not even going to ask you how you want to do this because it's just so sad. This whole encounter has been just very sad. So
I would like to know how 9 more lives would like
just
to do it.
end it.
Well, not like that.
Just with a whimper. That's how it's going out. Oh, well.
Oh, did those both miss?
One of those hit. The 13 hit. Not dead, though.
But I don't think that kills it.
No, it
does
doesn't.
it?
Does not kill them. You know what? It does. They're dead. Good riddance to good rubbish, or bad rubbish, whatever. What the saying goes.
But
Y'all
their
suck.
turn was next.
Not you, the enemies. Out of
Evelyn goes over to the child
you're
and
out
be
of
like,
you're out of initiative.
I go over
Sister.
to the child. I kneel down. I pull out my holy symbol of Lathander and be like, it's okay. You're safe now. I'm taking you home.
It's a
And then I
trick.
yell at,
I'm believing
and
you.
then I yell at someone to tie her up.
It looks like you might need to persuade this child to come down or
Do
cast
you
a spell.
do you want the child to go to sleep? I can cast sleep.
No, I don't want the child to go to sleep. I want
calm emotions might be effective here. Persuasion attempts.
You know, a drop of whiskey will usually put him right out.
You could also get a kid drunk.
I'm looking in my. I take out my other holy symbol and give it to him.
All right.
First of all, not the fancy one, my old one. Just so he has the Lathander thing, so he knows it's Lathander, because I figured he was praying.
Yeah.
And then I roll persuasion.
Yep. Well, I'm going to give you an advantage on this because you gave him the holy symbol. You don't need it. He is sufficiently calm, and he believes that you are not going to harm him, and you're going to, in fact, take him home.
I'll hold out my hand, and I'll allow him to come with me, and then we'll walk. If I may be so bold, I will walk him to the cart and sit him there with
Okay.
Rex. I assume Rex is at the cart.
Yeah. Sure.
Rex is like driving the cart, sure.
Yeah, he's like, I'll hold on to 4 guys,
"Stay
you go
here.
kill.
We promise you're gonna take you home. Let me go deal with the scary lady." Okay, and then I go back and deal with my sister. Meanwhile, what is everyone else?
I'm tying her up. Rope that I have.
Searching the bandit bodies, they have, this is excluding the boss, they have about, around, the veterans have 10 gold on them, and the scouts have 5, so you get 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50 gold from the minions. What does she have on her? I don't think she
Oh, I would go through her body. Like,
phrasing.
for anything. The symbol, the, like Evelyn knowing herself thinks that her sister might think the same she does, so she'll, like, check the places she usually hides, like, her hiding spots and stuff like that. Like, she goes thorough.
Ooh.
Weapons are confiscated, etc., etc., etc.
Okay. Her weapons, looks like she was wearing. As far well, it was. Let me go back to your character sheet. I closed it out because I was just sick of the whole situation. Looking closely, you do see like you deduce this through your perception check, but yeah, it is almost a 1-for-1 to you. So you don't think you have another sister. So unless this is a clone of you, you're pretty certain this is your missing sister, twin.
I did ask if there were any other children in my family history, and you said,
Well, your parents said no. You told me no too. So hey,
hey, they could
hey.
have procreated after I left the house.
Hey.
How was I supposed to?
I mean, your mom, your dad might have wanted more kids, but do you think your mom would have?
That was a bit. That's
Okay.
a nice word.
She has on her 2 short swords and 2 daggers.
I go Caxer, and I hand them to Caxer because they're things I don't use.
They are pristine, almost as if they had not seen any use.
Ray was the compromise. So when your mother did not agree to have more children,
Yeah,
she relented on the cat.
It's a surrogate child.
Well played. Well played.
As far as her armor situation goes, studded leather. But yeah, let's see what she had. As far as her gear looks like, let's see. Yeah, there. That's what she looks like. Anyway.
She looks so animate.
I was just finding a character who had brunette hair and looked like a villain.
She looks like a Final Fantasy character.
Right?
She does.
I found her Pinterest.
Some Final Fantasy OC or some stuff.
She is not cool enough to be in the new Fire Emblem game, is what we're saying.
Black Eagles for life. Anyway.
Okay. Also, the golden deer is the correct answer. Claw is amazing.
False. I will fight you over this. Black Eagles for life. All right. And so, yeah, she's unconscious. What do you want to do? She's tied up now. Divesting your weapons. As far as, like, gold goes, she's got about 100 gold in her person. So you get 150 gold total for looting people. She doesn't have anything magical on her.
Does she have that symbol on her?
All these people had this symbol on her. On her, it's tattooed onto her left bicep.
Okay. We tie her up, we throw her in the cart away from the kid, and we take her back to town to her parents.
The veterans also have it tattooed on there. It's displayed on their armor. It's also tattooed on their left bicep as well.
I sit right next to her the entire way, just stare and make sure she does not wake up or anything.
Well, it's not a short rest, so she will not have any opportunities to regain health.
But, like, if she were to wake up, I would expect Cax just to, like, let dagger her.
Yeah.
Just bonk.
Just smack in the temple with the butt of my sword.
Well, whole person has run out, but she is still unconscious, so.
That's why she's tied up.
Yeah, I got it. I got you.
Whole person, the physical.
I'm sorry, what?
Are we on the cart back?
Yes. If there's anything you want to do here.
I wanted to say to Aveline, you're good at that. Talking to people and kids.
I'm okay.
I thought you did pretty good.
Thanks.
Didn't have to put him in a headlock at all.
Well, sometimes it's a little bit of candy. You're pretty good at hitting things. I appreciate it. It was helpful.
Yeah, it's something.
Your eyes get scary though. What's with that?
Oh, when you're fighting and you get mad, you hit better.
I just make people not move when I get mad.
Yeah, that was good too. I thought she was like sick or something, but you used a spell. That's crazy.
Yeah, I told her she wasn't allowed to move.
Yeah,
That's Valora, by the
yeah.
way. She's my sister.
Oh, I was gonna say, I did think it was a doppelganger, but twin sister also makes sense. So right on.
Yeah, you're pretty cool. Your horse trick in the beginning, super helpful.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a choice, I wouldn't kill horses, but sometimes you just gotta kill a horse,
Better kill one horse than have 4 people die.
Yeah, got this kid back. It counts or something.
Thanks for that.
I nod.
And like Ava would like profusely thank everyone for like saving the child. She feels so much better. She would like to go back to town and take this stupid sister of hers to her parents.
You mean this criminal?
Yes, but to her parents.
Do you attempt to... She's riding in his open cart back to town.
I'm gonna flip her body, so she's lying on her stomach and sit on her back.
She's not dead. She's just
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So they don't recognize this person you have in the cart, which is good. But see, Cax caught what I was throwing down. Anyway.
Yep.
So you guys come back, and the guards are amazed. Like, you survived against the bandits. Praise Lathander. Praise Tempest. He says, the Duchess will want to speak with you right away. Did you see their boss?
Did we see their boss?
She's a woman with short brown hair.
No, I haven't seen her.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Any more information than we should? We'd like to go debrief with the Duchess before we talk about this to anyone else.
You're coming in real quiet there, Cax. Let me try to turn you up.
Basically what I said, in less words now. We want to go debrief with Duchess before we divulge any more information to anyone else.
Okay. Yeah, they say, of course, of course.
And Evelyn could always add, if it was needed, official order of the Astor business.
So you guys head back up onto Duke's Way. Go up to Ducal Castle.
No, we're going to the temple.
I know, but you are going along the same way. So you're going up to Duke's Way because they said to go to the castle, and you guys said we're going to the castle. So, but the guards at the gate don't know anywhere else you're going. They're not going to follow you.
Okay. Can I send
use the spell sending, or
I'm looking for something. No, I don't want to use sending. It's a 3rd level spell.
It is. It is.
No, yeah, that's fine. We're good.
All right,
I
so
forgot I didn't have message.
So you guys on the way to Ducal Castle, but you stop by Morning Glow Tower first. The person that you owe the cart to has been following you this whole time, though, to make sure that his cart's fine. He's been inspecting it, looking for damage. He appears relieved that it is not hurt in any way, but he's still following you. But he doesn't really know the town situation, so I mean,
I would.
he doesn't know who this person is.
That's fine. She would still.
Yes, glad to help. I
Give
think I'm
him-
going to go back to Waterdeep now.
two gold for his.
Oh, thank you. Well, he says, I'm going back to Waterdeep now. There's less danger there. It's certainly not bandits attacking the town at will. But yeah, he begins to
Like
track
the Order of the
back up.
Aster thanks you for your service.
Oh, you're most welcome.
And that card is nice.
Well, thank you for thinking so. By nice, I'm assuming you meant better than yours.
No, I meant in better, in good condition still. We did not screw
Yeah. Oh, yes, I see that. I thank you. And he begins to cart away. Going back up to the tradeway, going north towards Waterdeep. You are now... Who is carrying... Who or whom... What combination of
I will.
individuals is carrying the sister?
I am.
Okay. You will need some help because you are not the strongest person.
No, I have. I have a strength of 12. Okay.
Like
I'm not
if it was Rashemi, yes, he could do it by himself.
Would you like me to carry my sister?
Would you like to carry your sister? I'll help.
I'm sure
want
with
to.
my 14 strength I could carry.
You would also need help.
We'll both carry your sister. We carry your sister together.
All right. I'm assuming one gets the head, one gets the legs, or are you just doing a power in between you?
Probably an arm over her shoulder, so her head's hanging down.
Yeah.
So you can't really see her.
Who
face.
has the kid?
Well, he found his parents when you guys.
Evelyn would want to make sure we connect
yeah.
to him. She'd like to take. Can she get her? Does he still have her holy symbol?
Yeah. He was too excited to see his family, his mom, so he just sort of rushed off.
That's fine. I'm sure I can get her.
I mean, the one you have, the actual good one, counts as a holy symbol as well for spell casting.
Yes, I know, but if I ever have to unattune from it,
yeah, that is also something.
I'm sure there's another one at the temple.
I mean, you're literally in temple, but they just probably keeps them somewhere. You just gotta ask.
You can get one when the next generation of holy symbols comes out.
Correct. Exactly.
And
are these gilded, like just the tips of the sun are gilded?
No, these are just gold, but they're like plated gold. They're not solid gold like yours are. Yours is your magical one.
Nate. You missed the joke.
I did miss the
I hear
joke.
the next one's gonna have pink gold.
Oh, sweet! That's amazing.
Oh,
It'll match the
doing
marbling
iPhone.
of the tower.
It's an iPhone joke. I get it.
No.
I got it now.
Does it come in more than one color?
I understand. It's rose gold. It's awesome.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It was just a whoosh. It was a whoosh, and I'm coming down. I'm still kind of upset from the fight, so I'm coming down. Or coming up, I should say. Coming back up.
You should have rolled better, Nate.
Sorry.
I'm not. No, okay. It's not your fault. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming RNGesus, and yeah, that's what I'm blaming. All right.
Paladin of RNGesus.
Okay, so you guys are heading more to the tower. Valora is betwixt Aveline and Cax, and you're opening the doors there. Your parents are hard at work healing the wounded from the battle. They're still, because there were plenty of them.
I put her in my parents' office.
Because you guys did sort of have an aside while they were fighting and dying. And so there might have been less wounded if you had rushed to help, but that was not the case.
Be like, you're needed.
But there's some 20-odd wounded guards that they're taking care of. The people that are here before praying have been moved off to sort of the side. They're still allowed to pray, of course, but they're sort of closer to the altar, whereas the front of the cathedral or the temple has been sort of converted to a hospital. Like the pews have been moved out of the way. There's like beds set up, elevated beds and whatnot, cots for these people. and they're sort of rushing between people, performing triage, saving who they can, trying to help the people who are past saving, as it were. But magic has its limitations, of course, and spell slots are a thing. So, but they're doing their best, and they managed to save.
Some of us still have spell slots.
And well, you can help as well.
She wants to talk to her parents and heal people at the same time. She can't do both.
So your mom is just like busy, can't talk, and your dad's like, "Dear, I do want to talk, but there's a lot of people that are hurt. Can I wait?"
No. And she uses thaumaturgy to make her
Oh,
voice
no
low.
need to shout! What is it?
Your office now.
So as he moves, he looks at one person that as he moves, he just turns to his side and says, "Feel better!" And the person's like, "Okay!" And they get a pep in their step. He casts healing word on them.
I'm freaking
I thought you were
tired.
going to command them to feel better. It was amazing.
No.
Now healing words is spoken in
Just-
components, so you can be anything you want it to be.
Just no, but just very loud. What do you have? A knife? No.
Dear, what's this about? I am needed in the... Are you okay? I heard you went out to fight the bandits. Are you injured? Did it hurt you? He's like inspecting you.
Nothing I can't take care of myself.
You know if father's allowed to worry about his child?
Yeah.
Just the father, they're not the mother.
Speaking of your child, you know the bandits?
Yes, terrible individuals. I heard their leader is a real... Well, they've used some unsavory terms to describe her, of course, but I will not utter those here in this holy place. But, yeah, I've heard terrible things, but only terrible things. Nothing good.
I'm sorry. Ron, meet my father. This is Gerard.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Oh,
I'll put up my
hello,
hand.
good sir. Are you... You don't look like you're
This is
part of the
Rashimi.
Order of the Aster.
He's new.
Oh, you with that adventuring company? Mercenary group? I forget what they call
Adventuring
themselves these
company,
days.
Dad.
Of course. Whatever you
So-
say, dear.
So you know that leader of the bandits?
Yes, that horrible person.
I captured.
Oh, well, Lady Daggerford wants to speak with you immediately. What are you doing here?
You need to see who it is.
Okay.
It's Valora.
So if he had a coffee cup, he would have dropped it. But he doesn't.
Does a spit take?
I guess I finally was fast enough after all.
And he is... Well, it wasn't so much your fast enough as she was slow for forever. Slow to the point of being unable to move.
She was fast enough to cast the spell.
It was. Thanks for that.
Fast enough to get a better initiative and cast the spell first.
Yeah, and she had like a +5 to initiative too, and it's just everything went bad for her that whole battle. Anyway, this is
Do you want to get Mom or should I?
let's think about this before we involve her. She's testy about your sister.
That's a word.
We had assumed she was dead. I can't believe she's alive. And he's like sitting down now. He says it as he's sitting down in a chair and like putting his
Alive and kidnapping children.
hand over his head. Yes. And if you turn her into Daggerford, Lady Daggerford, she will be hanged.
Well, she shouldn't kidnap children. You know about that. I don't care if she was kidnapped herself.
It's a terrible thing. And he's trying to figure out what to do. Because he doesn't want his daughter, his long-lost daughter, who he assumed was dead, to die again. He's like, you can hear him saying, like, I already buried her once. And he's repeating that.
I figured you wouldn't see her. She's here, like around the corner. And
Yeah, he nods. He takes a gulp.
She's tied up. Don't untie her. She's dangerous.
I don't know. She didn't seem that dangerous.
And when he does see her, he goes. He sort of like brushes the hair and some of the dirt off her face. It's like he just says, like in a low voice, he's like, "My dear girl, what did they do to you?" And he's normally a gregarious slash happy-go-lucky, like upbeat individual, but now he's like very serious, and you can see like the just sorrow in his eyes.
And since he's a war cleric, I'll tell him that, like, I came upon her. She came as a child. We followed. I had to get him back. I couldn't let it happen again to another kid. She ordered her men to attack me, and I made her not move. I held her in place. She's still alive.
This is.
The only reason she's still alive right now is that because she is who she is.
He said, "Did you tell anyone else?"
Did I tell anybody else? I don't think so.
No, just the group.
Okay. Well, anyone else that you have captured the bandit leader?
I don't think I told anybody else. I actually, like, forgot.
Yeah. He
No,
says.
we told, well, one of the guards knows that we captured the band. No, we didn't necessarily know.
I don't think you told anyone.
No, we didn't tell anyone. I made sure that we didn't tell anyone what was happening. So I think
Yeah,
it was fine.
they just said you survived the bandits, and you said you were going to head off to the Duchess to get debrief, but you didn't say you had captured anyone.
Yeah, because I wanted to wait.
All right. So he says, your sister has done terrible things, but I will not bury her again. Once was more than enough.
I know she didn't have a choice to be kidnapped and taken. But she did have a choice to take another child, and she did. She's the one who's been making you work overtime, poisoning the fields, causing the mayhem, her and her group, which I still need to find more about. But
yeah. But as he's just like stroking her hair as you're saying this.
I'm gonna get Mom now.
Yeah. He's lost in thought.
You hear me yell out, "Emmeline?"
Yes, what is it? Everyone's stable now or dead. No thanks to you all.
If you ever gave a shit about me in your life, you would come here now.
On my way.
She's such a fucking bitch, man.
I hate her.
What?
Evelyn gestures. Your bandit leader.
So this is actually one of the times you've seen her show general emotion. She is shocked. And she just sees your father sort of like still like lovingly brushing this hair, and she's like rushing over and like hip checks him out of the way.
She kidnapped a child.
And it's like she's still unconscious, but she's like hugging her and like and stuff too, because she obviously recognizes the person.
Hey, who's faster, 9 More Lives or Cax?
She's like, what are you talking about? She would never do something like that. Surely you're mistaken.
Evelyn just stares. Shows the cuts, the bruises. Shows, Cax being hurt, Shimi being hurt, Indy being hurt. But between 9 More Lives and Cax, who's faster?
Do you mean like who has a higher dex?
Well, I also have feline agility, so I can dash.
I would say I would say
Probably 9 times.
9 More Lives. If dexterity being equal, then 9 More Lives does.
How long would it take 9 More Lives to get to the lady's house and back?
I don't know.
So you
How
look at
far
the
is
feet.
it?
You can look at the feet.
Just thinking.
You can look at the feet there to guesstimate. It's to the south of the town, just above the area map, and it is about, I would say, 100 to 150 feet to the castle from here. Somewhere in there. But when you say, how fast can you inform the lady, your father stops and says, you are
Didn't say
not.
that.
I know, she's like,
I didn't say that. I'm thinking it
okay.
on the Joanna end of things. We're number 18 now.
So essentially, it would take me 2 turns.
Yeah. Probably around there.
So we're not far at all. Okay, I didn't know where the tower was.
Yeah, well, you have to find her, and you got to do all this stuff. So probably maybe a minute or two to like find her if you're just speaking a sentence or two, and then come back. But other than if you spend no less than 5 minutes, put it that way.
Well, I wish the reunion with my sister
Sorry.
was joyous. I have a duty, and you have a duty as both clerics to Lathander and protectors of this town to return her in.
So 9 More Lives will flatten her ears out and say, you think Evelyn is the disappointment in this family?
And your father says, let me be perfectly clear. I thank you for the service you've done this town. He's speaking in his dad voice now. None of you are going
Does
to tell.
Evelyn outrank him?
None of you are going to tell. You don't know what his rank was cleric-wise or in the temple during his time in active duty. None of you.
But Evelyn is
are
a
going to
knight
tell.
of the Order of the Aster.
He says none of you are going to tell Lady Daggerford about this.
I look at Cax.
Mm-hmm.
And by Cax, I mean 9.
What kind of look are you giving me?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at you because it was on my face.
What is on your face?
The seriously look?
Oh. Your dad has made it clear that if you tell the lady of this town that you have captured the bandit leader, it will only end in death for her. There will be no incarceration. There will be no, let's lock him in the tower or a jail.
But would she not make some sort of
It will be straight up murder. Not murder, but punishment by death.
I'll look at my father and I'll be like, you have sway with the Duchess. You've been here for a long time. She's your daughter. She's gone through trauma when she was a kid. is there not a way you could work together and rehabilitate her?
Not in this place. Maybe another place where the wounds are not fresh, where she is not known.
Who contacted the job out? Was the order or was it them?
They did. They worked with the Duchess to do it, so they were the ones that actually sent the sending spell.
If it was any other Order of the Aster member who came back, what would you tell them to do? Who didn't know who this was?
He says, I would tell them. He thinks about it for a bit. He's like, I would tell them the same.
They wouldn't have brought her to you first. I brought her to you first. Any other Order of the Aster member would have taken her straight to the castle.
Any other, or he corrects you, any other Order of the Aster member would have killed her on sight.
That's true. I could have. I can still do it right here if you'd like me to.
Both he and your mother turn around. Well, he's already facing you, but he like moves in between you and her.
I'm so glad there are like people that can do it for me. She thinks to herself.
Cax would step between any of them and Evelyn if they started.
They're not doing it. They're more protective of
I know. But
Valora. They're not drawing weapons or anything.
So I'm going to inform her with the caveat that I take the prisoner back to Waterdeep. Maybe some Order of the Aster can make the decision, since apparently you don't realize that she's already lost to you.
He says, you of all people should know that no one is truly lost.
Yeah. And I'd like to rehabilitate her if possible.
Yes.
I figured your sway with the Duchess would do that. But if you're saying, nope, we're not great friends.
He says, while I am cordial, even on friendly terms with the Duchess, not in this case. Her death would placate the populace.
To be fair, she's not working alone. There's
However,
someone else.
You have told me you didn't inform anyone that you captured her. If you were to just say the bandit leader was slain and take her to Waterdeep of your own accord, that is the only way I can see her getting out of this alive.
Why are you trying to make my dad hate me too, Nate?
He's not trying to hate you. He loves both of you. And he doesn't want...
Does he think that I don't give a shit about my sister? Because, like, I really care.
The fact that you keep on saying, we're going to turn her into the Duchess, he's like, please don't.
She doesn't want to do it. Like, she doesn't want to do it, but she has duty and job performance, and the town has to be safe, and,
well,
you know, she thinks her sister can be rehabilitated, but I also don't know if my sister's been mind-whacked.
He says, if this person is the leader of the bandits, hopefully you can just say that the leader of the bandits has been dealt with. That way you don't have to lie.
How about you just ask her a question using that super spell you used to use when we were kids?
I'm sorry, you cut out there.
I inferred that my father used to use a truth-telling spell on us when we were children.
Yeah, he wouldn't have used it on you. his insight was generally good enough to outsmart a child. So he didn't feel the need to cast spells on you.
It's more of your mother's department.
Yeah. Now your mom would have been different. You'd be like, who smashed this vase? And you'd be like, I don't know, nobody. And then she would have cast a spell on you and said, who smashed this vase? Yeah. That's how she would have done it. Dad would not do it. And the mom would say, I'm not, if you're asking me to cast a spell on the Duchess, that's a horrible idea.
No, I say cast a spell on your daughter. Your other daughter.
She's like, well, is she? You said she's the leader of the bandits. Is she going to attack us? She has to be conscious to do this.
She's currently unarmed unless she has magic.
All right.
She's still restrained.
So what she does is she like casts 2 spells at once. She goes there to your sister and like kisses her on the forehead, and then like her eyes flutter open and she's like, what? And then she casts Zone of Truth. Your dad closes the door. So this will be a private, or more private conversation than it has been so far.
How big is the room?
This spell encompasses it, but it's not much bigger than that.
So, if you don't want to tell the truth, friends, you need to make a saving throw.
Gax would walk out of the door, would leave to keep watch or something.
DC
Yeah, I think Buscemi
is
would leave too.
DC is, let's say DC, because they're older than you and more experienced. The DC is 17.
It's a charisma saving throw, by the way.
DC is 17.
If I leave, will I still be in the...
No, if you leave, it looks like it's just the room. You are also not compelled to talk. Just if you do talk, it is truthful if you fail. Bye. We'll let you know how it wraps up. We're going a little longer than usual because we started pretty late. So, but we should be, this is like we're wrapping up, depending on how we resolve this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a charisma saving throw if you don't feel like telling the truth.
Yeah, I think Buscemi he'd walk out, give you guys the privacy, I think.
Abelai would want
Anyway.
Abelai would want 1 witness at least.
Oh.
Do you want me to come in there?
It doesn't matter who it is. It
They
just
both-
she needs it's like because it's family. You know?
All right, then I'll does she make a move to ask someone to stay?
Oh yeah. I'll be
The
like,
parents don't care.
Okay. Yeah, Buscemi would infer you want privacy, but if you say something, he'll turn around and be like, yeah, I'll stick around then, and I'll make this save.
They will be aware if you pass or fail. Just to tell you how the spell works. They're razor focused on their estranged, long lost, prodigal, words.
Yeah, you
here,
got
I
it.
got you that spell card.
Prodigal. No, that's not here either.
The prodigal daughter returns.
Yes,
The third
prodigal
one.
Prodigal.
Words are hard. Sometimes. Alright, it's a fail. So you are compelled to tell the truth. If someone asks you a question or if you speak.
I cough. I don't say anything.
I want to know if I can make the save, but I don't want to make the save, if that makes sense.
Alright. Just to test the waters. I mean, you are proficient in charisma saves, so I feel like it's a safe bet. Depends on your word modifiers, too. You can go ahead and roll.
I wouldn't make it, but it's a 14. I was just curious.
All
There
right.
wasn't any point for her not to be honest anyway. She's being completely honest.
So everyone, as far as if everyone's here, it looks like everyone in here is under the effects of this spell. Now, people outside the door can't listen in, but I think all your passive perception would probably be high enough if you're just outside the door to hear everything. It's just muffled. All right. What do you want to ask, Valora,
I was the one who said to ask.
or the individual you know as Valora? She might go buy something different now, much like you do.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
You're the one who want to cast a spell.
No.
They just want to move. They just want to move their daughter away from this place so she is not killed.
Valora. So lovely to see you again. I was hoping it would be under a different circumstance.
She's like, "Who the hell are you? Who is Valora?" She's like, she squints at you and she's like, shakes her head and mutters to herself, "Face to piss me off."
Those are the first words she said to me. Before she had her people attack me. After she stole a child and was attacking your city.
Hey, I didn't steal a child.
You call taking a young boy, ordering your men to take a young boy against their will, not stealing a child?
I didn't do that.
No, but your men did, and therefore you did.
She's like, "Are you? I don't think that's how it works."
Were they your men?
And she says, "She has yes."
Did they take a child?
You tried to work with bandits before? They're not exactly adept at following orders. You guys sort of give them generalities, and then they take it from there.
You could have been like, don't touch children.
I mean, if you try to list, it's easier to tell bandits what they can do than rather what they can't. The shorter list.
Evelyn would be like, well, you can do blap, 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 and blap. Not one of those things is children.
She just sighs. And it's like, what? Well, you captured me. What do you want?
I want to know who you're working for. I want to know your real name.
I don't work for anyone.
I want
I
to
work
know
for me.
Who took you as a child?
She like she's trying to remember, but there's like a pained look on her face.
I'll walk over to her and cast Lesser Restoration.
It does not affect her. Give me a medicine check.
It probably wouldn't, but
You can give me a medicine check / Arcana check.
I'm sorry, what?
A medicine or Arcana check.
Oh, I pick medicine.
Okay, 15.
I roll a 15. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click twice.
15 is good. So, you think...
For the record, I rolled a 5.
Yeah, I see that.
10.
That +2 is coming in handy too. So you get plus.
Amulet of Lathander.
Man, you're really you're pulling a Rex now on these chicks.
Just medicine. It's only +10.
But yeah, you think that due to the traumatic, I mean, you don't have much experience in psychology, but due to the traumatic experience of her being kidnapped and possibly tortured, abused by bandits, she might be mentally blocking that out. So it's possible she doesn't remember you, or your parents, or anything that happened to her when she was a child.
I'd be like, Lust of Restoration didn't work. Yes, I'm going to help fix her memory. She doesn't remember who she is.
Well, to that, your parents, they have heard of arcane magic users being able to use spells that modify memories, but it's not something the clerics, a divine spellcaster or cleric of Lathander is able to do. That was what the Arcana check was for, to figure out what that spell was. Rex would pipe up. I'm just going to say he knows what the spell is. He would be like, I believe... Sorry. I can't do his voice. I believe the spell...
Wait, did Rex roll a check?
He passes.
I'm just making sure he had the option.
He has a plus 10 / 11, something like that. But he's going to pass me a check, essentially. He's like, I believe the spell you are mentioning is called Modify Memory. It is a mid-level spell.
Can Rex do that?
No, it is currently outside my my current skill set.
Well, she's obviously not herself. I look at my parents like, you believe me now?
Yeah. They are concerned that she doesn't appear to know who they are or who you are. But it says all the more reason to get her out of here as soon as possible. Maybe in a different town there's a chance of rehabilitation, but not here. Far too many people, he said he would continue, far too many people have seen only, like, they might have just seen a passing glimpse of her, but other people have seen her enough to recognize her if they see her again, so we can't keep her here as much as we would like to.
Why did you attack the town? And don't give me bandits bullshit.
She seems like confused. It's like, I wanted something, so I took it. Or tried to.
You could have escaped from your captors, come back home, gotten a real job and some therapy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your name is Valora.
No, my name is
This
Val.
is your mother.
No. My mom's dead.
Nope. Mom's right there.
Nope. Pretty sure she's dead.
Hey, DM.
Yep.
How's my mom reacting?
She is like... She is firmly established now that this person, her memories of her life are scrambled / blocked / something's affecting them. And so she is like trying to keep it together. This is the most emotion you've seen her display in a while.
Any of you guys want to talk to Lathander while you're at it? I can't talk to him directly. Maybe you can?
They are not 10th level, so they don't have that ability. They say we pray to him, and he sometimes, occasionally responds. But on matters such as this, I don't know. I don't know what he could do. Something miraculous, of course, but I don't know what. Hey, wait. Your father says, it's clear that she doesn't remember who she is. Perhaps if you take her to Waterdeep, you might find arcane magic user who will be able to assist you in her recovering her memories. My only qualm with that is that doing so might break her mentally. She is forced to relive everything.
Do you trust me?
Of course.
I don't know if he passed his save or made a save or not.
He's not lying to you.
Okay. I was gonna insight check my mother. I know the answer, but my mother?
Your mom says, while you have been inept in most things you've attempted in your life thus far, you have always been earnest. So in this matter, I suppose you did bring her back to us, even though if it is 14 years late. I suppose I can trust you with her
If I
well-being
recall.
again.
Be like, you weren't around. Who lets 2 8-year-olds be by themselves in a big town like this?
Even if it is only by a few minutes, you are the bigger sister. So look out for your younger sister.
I did, and I've been working to get her back since. I've become a hell of a cleric.
Yes.
Might be better than you one day, Mom.
She gives a... Your dad gives a wry smile and chuckles, and she says, I doubt it. But like to the side. But yeah, it's very clear they want you to take her out of here, probably to Waterdeep.
Well, my instructions were to bring back the prisoner.
Your instructions were to deal with the bandits.
Well, she is a bandit, and therefore she's
Yes.
a prisoner, and therefore I can do... There was nothing about that, so...
Your objectives actually were to stop the bandit attacks.
I stopped the bandit attack.
Yes. You did. So the Order of the Aster will be pleased.
I mean, they might hate me, but that's normal.
As
You want to tell them I could do more than just errands for them, by the way? I am capable.
well, it's like I'm no longer a member, so I don't really have sway with them anymore.
Not part of the alumni board?
No. I was a war cleric, so they you know,
I know.
kind of like a paladin,
Paladins.
but not quite.
Aveline, can you heal me? Aveline, can you get me my favorite sword? Aveline, go get me this healing potion from the shop.
Oh well. Give it time, dear. You hopefully be able to command more respect, especially with completing this mission.
What's Rashimi doing with this conversation, out of curiosity? And 9 more lives.
I think he is trying to keep from grabbing at a sword.
To kill my mother or kill my sister?
Just to defend you at a moment. He isn't really familiar, so he doesn't know how high the tensions are. So he's just sort of like at the ready, and he's just like looking back and forth.
This person in front of you, the man, knows how to handle himself.
Yeah,
You can tell that at a glance. He's built and he is huge. A bear of a man.
I had assumed that only Rashimi was in the room with you.
You could have stayed if you wanted. How's the sun rays out there?
They're just fabulous.
Did you barf on my mother's floor?
You know what? Say I did. We'll retcon it.
Now, to be fair, you're like in a clinic now where like germs and infection is a thing, and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna throw up here. Don't mind me.
Patient 0.
Can't they just do it like right outside their office door in a nice line?
Sure, if that's how cats work.
Actually,
Well, they either do it in a line or they do like a
like
spray.
5 spots of it.
I've only had a dog, so I don't know how cats do.
Like sometimes they'll back up and then like vomit as they whip their head back and forth, so you get like a cone effect.
Nice.
Cats are like dragons.
It's a breath weapon attack.
They either have cones or straight lines.
Yeah, so we can say you do some of that. But what is your ultimate response to what you're doing with your sister?
I don't know yet. I like honestly don't know.
Roz says, listen, if you tell Hero of the Aster and the Duchess that the bandits have been dealt with, their leader has been taken care of, it's not a lie. You're able to fulfill your mission. You'll be able to fulfill your mission requirements.
I don't want to cast sending right now.
So, and then meanwhile, you take Valora, or Val, I suppose she's calling herself now, back to Waterdeep and get her rehabilitated.
What does that tattoo mean?
This? Are you asking him, or are you asking the girl?
Val.
Says it's my symbol.
Tell me about it.
Well, the people made fun of me when I first killed someone. The bandits made fun of me when I first killed someone because they said I cried. And so I decided to make fun of that, sort of incorporate that into my sign.
Are there more of you?
She says, yes, well, I'm the leader, but there are more of us.
Bandit problem isn't taking care of them.
I mean,
Where?
without me, they're kind of useless. So they might just go back to raiding the road. And she's like, she's like doing like her head's like jerking around. She doesn't want to answer, but she's like magically compelled to. So like, it's really weird. She's like shaking her head while telling you truths. Or doing double takes, but while still speaking, essentially.
Hmm. Could
If
it be
you're
related to?
Go ahead.
Could it be related to modify memory? I'm not really. That's not really my area of expertise, but does it look like it could be a magical effect?
You don't think so? What are you trying to figure out? What's a magical effect?
What's compelling her to say these things?
Zone of Truth.
My Zone of Truth spell, or the
I
Zone of
see.
Truth spell.
I guess.
I made my parents cast it, so I didn't have to cast it.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Other than Zone of Truth, you don't think the block on her memories is magical, but using magic might help, restore her true memories, as it were.
Okay. Well, she doesn't need her true memories to lead us to a bandit camp.
She laughs like, why the hell would I do that?
Because I could have you killed.
She gets summoned. That's a fair point.
And it's a truthful statement.
Your dad is not pleased when you say that. Neither is your mom.
It's true.
And but it looks
Evelyn
like...
is used to disappointing her mother at this point.
Yeah. Not your father, though. Your father is trying real hard.
My father realizes the uncomfortable situation I have now put him in.
Oh, yeah.
Because and also myself in. And he realizes that he's very lucky he's even having the chance to have a
But you know your sister can't lie. So when she says they won't go back to attacking Daggerford, she also says they might attack the road, they might break up. I was sort of the people that held them together. For all the good it did.
You didn't have a place you met up?
Oh! She's like, it was at the mist, and then she stops.
I give a kind of a wry smile.
The what?
She got out miss, and then she stopped herself. Because she is not compelled to speak, merely compelled to tell the truth.
We'd love to hear more, though.
She shakes her head. Bandits don't have a lot of honor. We got some. We don't sell each other out.
Only my charisma wasn't so abysmal.
You can always make a persuasion check to speak more.
But it's so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get close to her face. Maybe between her and her parents. Do they dislike
If you
that
approach
I
in a
get
threatening
between-
manner, they will not allow you to pass.
Okay. Well, I try to anyway.
The father,
What do they do?
Gerard, puts his hand on your shoulder, says, just shakes his head.
Okay.
So you can ask your questions from there, friend.
I'll just look at her and be like, well, if we're gonna take care of you anyway, I guess we could just drag you out there. And when we get close, you can say hot, and when we get farther, you can say cold. We'll get into there eventually, I'm sure.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, it's gonna be super good.
I mean, it's
I was
only
like,
a
that sounds
minus
like
one.
intimidation.
It's not really intimidating because her parents are sort of shielding her from the effects of intimidation. You're not close to her in a threatening.
Yeah.
He's also being completely truthful.
Yeah, I know. But if he's in closer proximity, it would be intimidation. But your parents are not letting him get close.
Both of them are -1, so it's okay.
No, that's not gonna cut it. She says nope.
So great.
Shakes her head. Not saying. If they're smart, they'll move somewhere else.
Are they smart?
No. They'll probably fight amongst themselves. Half of them will die off. The rest will just disperse out into the wild.
Is there anything they have that is worth getting?
No. Most of the stuff we just took from the guards they left behind when they fled from us.
How did you keep getting powerful?
She says, I learn.
Do you have any friends in the group?
She says, I mean, I was the boss, so not really. Most people try to you rule by fear, so people are subservient to you through that, or they try to take position away from you through force. So no, being the leader of a bandit group doesn't really, you don't really get many opportunities for friends.
Who's your biggest enemy?
I don't have any big enemies, they're all dead. Except for you, of course.
If I were your enemy, you'd be dead.
This is a problem, I guess, because it's like we whacked like a spider's nest. We whacked it to try to get rid of the problem, and now all the problems are running out in every direction. There was no second in command?
She shakes her head.
Okay. Well, it can't be too hard to find a group that wears some kind of collective symbol. Maybe we could do some searching down south.
It's true.
Unless they abandon the symbol, and at which point we'll be. Rashemi just kind of starts murmuring to himself, pacing around, thinking out loud about all the ways we need to be able to murder all these people.
Yeah. Well, you haven't asked her the number of people either, so you're not really certain of what kind of forces you're looking at. You're not sure of what
How
the
many more are
capabilities
there?
are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
How many people?
She says there's about 10 of us left. None of them are leadership material, although they might try to fight for leadership of the group. I guess maybe about half, a little more, might kill themselves in that attempt, leaving 3 to 4 individuals left.
How powerful are they?
To be honest, they're pretty shite.
Is that the DM speaking about his failed battle?
That's her speaking about the failed battle. You already killed 2 of my best men, which were the people in Splint. You can infer.
Oh. Evelyn would have taken the split armor off them, by the way.
You would need to get it repaired because it's torn the F up.
That's fine. It's heavy armor.
Yep.
She would have taken a set. Just to note. It's probably in the worst person bag.
I will, since I can't get close to her, I guess I'll get as close as I can and say, you know, your sister here is trying to do something real nice for you. She really wants you to, like, you know, she wants to clear the air and get you out of here. And it'd be a lot easier to do that if we could kill the rest of your friends. So if you could just tell us where they are, or at least some kind of place to start, you know, it'd be easy to clear your name after that. And I guess this is still going off my previous persuasion.
You can attempt again.
Oh, oh boy.
I would cast guidance, but my parents would kill me.
You're just watching this poor, uncharismatic fool try again.
I mean,
How old is Rashimi?
Jeez, I didn't think about that. He's probably
It's
like late 30s.
Okay, because Evelyn is 22 for your reference.
Okay. Yeah, he's just like this, like, confused, middle-aged guy.
She's like the lesser Evelyn.
That's a sad thing to say.
But she's like super wisdomy and not as naturey.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're just not very persuasive.
Yeah,
it's in the eyes, really, and those look dead and tired.
It's so terrifying for her. Yeah, but since if she doesn't say anything, I'll just back up and lean against the wall and shrug at Aveline.
You do know, due to your merchant background, 3 to 4 mercenaries are not a threat. It's like, bandits. 3 to 4 bandits, not a threat. They'll probably go their own separate ways.
I'm thinking that the guards could probably take care of them too.
Yeah.
All right.
Like kind of point the guards in that direction. I think the guards couldn't take on the bandit leader and like the people in Split Mills, the kind of vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, you're getting that she's the sort of mastermind behind the bandits' rise to power, and without her, they would be going back to being mere bandits. And just
why?
sucking at
I want to
everything.
know why.
Why what?
Why? Why be a bandit at all?
She thinks about it for a sec. I just want to be on top.
There are other
I
ways.
was always been in the bandit camp for as long as I can remember. Everyone always made fun of me and put me down. And I decided I'm going to be the best band there ever was. And everyone has to look up to me and fear me and take orders from me. And then I'll get what I want for once.
You want respect?
I want everything.
Define everything.
Money, power, respect. A nice town like this. It's my stronghold.
Evelyn literally has all of those things. You don't have to be a bandit to have it. I have it.
Uh-huh. Sure.
It's true.
She doesn't believe you.
But it's true.
I know,
She's got money.
but she doesn't know what this spell is.
Dad, do I have money and respect? And a city like this?
Oh, in a city like this. A good caveat there. Like says, well, in Daggerford, certainly Waterdeep might be something. No offense, of course.
Might be what?
Sweetie. He says, no offense, of course, sweetie, but Daggerford, of course, but probably not so much in Waterdeep.
I mean, like, I'm talking about, like, I think, like, the Order of the Aster building, it's fancy, it's...
Yeah,
know.
but you're like the lowest rung of the totem pole there, and he knows it too,
Well, yes.
based on
but
what you said to
still.
him.
You could have opportunity. You could join an adventuring company.
Sounds like a lot of work to be in the bottom of the food chain again.
I don't do much work. Not for acquisitions of corporations yet.
It's coming, I promise. Yeah, but she is sort of silent at that.
Just saying, you can make different choices.
So, speaking of choices, it's
I'm choosing to end the session.
we're at time. So, what do you want to do with your sister?
I don't know. It's a cliffhanger for next week.
All right.
Well,
So,
I stew about it.
no matter what you do, there are two things your parents that will happen that I'm just going to let you know about. First of all, your parents, upon leaving, will gift you a holy relic of Lathander.
Can I also get a new holy symbol? The kid ran off with it.
Yeah, they just open a drawer and there's like hundreds of them in there. At this point, I'll give it to you.
Cool. Can I get the pink marble model?
Yeah, sure, there's like a bunch of, they're mostly plated gold, but yeah, they find one that's pink.
Nice.
Hey, look, the joke came around.
Um,
Mhm.
Just for you.
but they hand you this shield. It looks to be like sort of starburst, and it also looks to be like plated gold or something like along those lines. And I will message you what it does. But while they're giving you the shield, they also say, "It's missing! It's missing!" Your father says this, rather.
What's missing? Is it the book?
The holy text of Lathander, the light of the morning.
Where did you lose that?
I don't lose it. I don't take it out of the vault.
Why did you let someone near the vault?
Don't let anyone near the vault.
Do you want me to look into it?
But that's where we'll end the session. It's a cliffhanger for you guys.
Ooh.
Yay, cliffhanger.
You decide what you want to do with Light of the Morning, or look for what have you. Also want to do what you want to do with your sister. Thank you for joining us, Rashemi /Ron. Hopefully it wasn't too boring, as this was a bit of a personal quest stuff. We'll be getting back into the more meaty bits of the main quest line in the next session or so. So that's
Can
a
I
lot of
just
fun.
say, Abeline, that your mother's a bitch?
No, she's more than a.
I have never I don't hopefully I
She's
don't
like a
identify as a
cat in
bitch, and
feet.
hopefully other people don't see me as one, so hopefully I embodied maximum bitch for you guys. Follow the stream, we can talk some. I'll see you guys on the stream next week. Didn't have any viewers, but you can always catch the VOD. Well, I'll put it up probably tomorrow or Monday. Catch you guys later.